Hey
guys.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up?
How's it going?
To the Blind Way podcast.
Yeah, it's been a
We're
minute.
back. Yeah, we had a D&D adventure, role-playing adventure last week,
Yeah.
which was a lot of fun. But now we're back with the podcast. We can talk about Halloween, which is always my favorite time of year. It's my favorite holiday.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You know who thinks it's the least favorite or best holiday is Janci.
Janci, I was going to say.
Because her birthday is October 31st. So it gets taken up.
Yeah, can't get any neutral-themed candy in Halloween.
And all your parties are costume.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, growing up for me, it was kind of like that as
Yeah.
well. Yeah, I don't hate Halloween, but
Yeah.
like that was always a thing. Is every time I have a birthday party, it would divide up people.
Divide them up.
Yeah,
It was divided.
yeah. Like normally, like Meg, like this other girl in our class had a Halloween party, so all like the guys would go to mine, and all the girls would go to hers. Until we got older, and then
Then you realize
They started coming to mine.
Combine both. Oh,
yeah,
you can just combine both parties.
we couldn't combine it.
Oh, you couldn't agree
No.
with. Okay. Oh,
No,
yeah.
you-
so sad.
You
No,
can't-
she lived in Pine Meadows.
you can't
I
cross
lived
the streams.
I lived on Long Road. You know what I mean?
Cross the streams is a
Meadows.
possible thing.
Yeah. I didn't live no goddamn Pine Meadows. So
All right. Well, it's been 2 weeks now, so I'm expecting everyone to have an amazing best thing of the week.
I'm feeling better.
Okay, I got one. This was fun. So I went recently to visit Janci for her birthday. I went a week early.
For a wedding, right?
It was not a wedding. That's the next one that I'm going on. But no, I went there and, when we had WaveCon, she had brought a dress for the formal in the Valley Gym. And then she ended up just leaving it at the house because she didn't want to have to take it back.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like, well, she's going to be moving here soon anyway, so she just left a couple things there. But then she ended up needing to use the dress. So I had to bring it with me when I went, So this was the first time I also went with just like a carry-on. I didn't even bother, it was only a couple of days. So
Did you wear it on the trip?
no, I did not.
That would have been amazing.
But I had it in my bag. So I had just like, a couple pairs of clothes and my bag pretty much. It's the least I'd ever taken on a trip like that before.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured it's going to be fine. I'll just put it in there. No one will notice. Who cares? So I get the TSA. I get the security. And they flag my carry-on. And they open it up, and people are like, everybody's there waiting. There's this big long line. And there's like 4 other people like waiting for their stuff. And the person like opens my bag, puts it out like this real long sparkly dress, looking through it, and everybody's like, you can't not notice it. It's so bright,
Yeah.
And she comes over to my bag and she's like, is this yours? And I just looked dead in the eye. I was like, yep. She's like, okay. And I put it back and there's this older guy kind of looking at me like this. And I was just like, he's like, I'm secure enough to, if he thinks that's my dress, that's my dress. So that was a fun part.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And she loved that story, by the way.
I bet
Thought it was so damn funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a crazy one. So
Nice.
I got caught with the dress.
So you did say yes to the dress.
I did.
No, he said yep.
Yep.
He said yep to the
Yep.
dress.
That's mine.
Yep. That's mine.
All right. Shane?
Skip me.
You always skip you.
Skip.
Are we playing Uno?
No, reverse.
Draw 2.
All right, Rick.
What? What?
That's a
Well,
hell of a
he
That's a
said
hell of a
reverse.
thing. All right.
Well, now you pissed him off.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Halloween is always amazing. I tried to wear the same outfit that I wore for the one shot,
Yeah.
which was the doctor's outfit.
Sure.
The top hat, the ninja ski mask, and then the plague doctor mask. But fortunately, that was much too foggy. So at first, I was trying to do it, but in Marietta, they don't like close the streets down or anything.
Mm-mm.
So like there are cars, and
Constantly.
yes, and I could not see it all crossing the streets. So I took that off, but fortunately, with the ninja mask, I was able to be Dr. McNinja.
Yes.
Anyway,
Which I don't know what that is.
Which
Rick
worked
had to
out
try
pretty
to
well.
talk
It's
to
a-
me, show me
it's a
what it is,
webcomic.
but I'm like, I don't know.
yeah,
Aaron, you are
I'm like, is that a meme?
you're like a 30-year-old old man.
I don't look online at
You're
anything
just an
anymore.
old fogey.
Anything. Nothing online. If it's
No,
online, I
it's
don't look.
from it's from a few years ago.
so that was fun. Took Evie trick or treating. She was a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Nice.
Like one of the blow up ones?
No.
Oh yeah.
Although we did see a couple of those as we were out.
Nice.
But yeah, just a good time. getting candy. Afterwards, Adam and his family had gone with us. And so we were all at my house. Like, the kids were going through their candy, and we were all watching Under Wraps from Disney. So that was a good time. I'm also been really into Fire Emblem lately, which has been amazing and incredible. Although it's something I have to go into with full attention because there's so many systems in that game, and all of it has such high stakes. Because in that game, if someone dies, they're dead forever. And I played XCOM like that before.
Yeah.
But the thing about XCOM is, like, sure, you give them a name, but it's not like they're characters, really.
They weren't mine. They were Wave Riders. They were Wave Riders. Like, there's Icky and Dan.
Yeah.
And, like, they all had names. And there was, like, Calvin, Eric, Shane. Like, I had all of us in there, too. And it was fun. I'm like, oh, Calvin's dead.
Yeah.
Whereas in Fire Emblem, like, they all have their own hopes, their own dreams that they share with me as their teacher. I'm responsible for them. And, like, it's kind of like our RPG thing in that they should not be sending these students on these crazy, like, dangerous, deadly missions because we've had to fight some crazy shit
Yeah.
over the last few months.
Have any of your students died?
No.
Okay. Can they?
He said they can.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
and-
Death's permanent, dangerous, dead.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
there are a few characters in each mission that if they die, the mission fails. But otherwise, like, they could just die and you could continue beat the mission, but they would be dead forever. So
Is there any like parental backlash from losing students?
I don't
Or is there
know.
like lots of waivers?
Parental backlash.
If anything,
Lawsuits.
my students have killed several members of their own families so far in the story.
Okay.
So if anything, you need to be worried about the backlash of the students.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's been it for me.
Gotcha. This past Monday, I started Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The story for that is very interesting. It's intense. I had fun playing it. I'm going to finish off the story of that this next Monday. I ended... I don't know. The next story was like Home Front or something like that. It was like the chapter, but it looked really cool. I had a cool sniping segment that I went through. That was like one of my favorites. And I was just like you're just so far away shooting guys like 600 meters away and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
it was fun. So, and then with Halloween stuff, I had the kids watched. We watched Hocus Pocus. I did have them watch Under Wraps,
Yeah.
It's a good one right there.
just because I remember loving it when I was a kid. Like I was like, oh, Under Wraps, yeah. I also had them watch the Ernest Scared Stupid, and
Too scary.
I started watching it.
I can't watch that.
Well, I started to watch it with them, and then like Melanie's brother and his girlfriend came over, so we started playing board games and stuff. So I didn't get to sit and watch it, and I was like, man, I only got up to the part where like Madame Zeroni shows up. And I'm like, oh dang, I'm pretty sure it's Madame Zeroni. Look at that.
Yeah.
She's like,
From
"Yark."
Holes?
Yeah, she's
No,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
it's awesome. It's her.
It's you, you know. And she's like,
Yeah.
oh man, I'm like, I'm Madame Zeroni.
Forever in eternity.
Yeah, it's so fun. But I came back in later on, like towards the end of the movie and stuff, and Colson's like crying, and I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, he's like, the little boy got turned into a doll, and dog did too, and they were my favorite characters, and then the dad got him back, and they're so happy, and like he wasn't like scared, he was like so sad for
Yeah.
his boy and stuff like that, and he's like, they were his favorite, and
He was happy crying.
I remember
Yeah, I
that
think
movie.
so.
I remember that movie legitimately terrifying me as a kid.
yeah.
Like
I
when the
never saw
troll
it.
became like the super troll and he's like growing and horns and stuff. It was scary.
Evie got super invested in Under Wraps. Like
Really?
when at the end there, when he like sacrifices himself, you know, to stop them so that they can get away. Like, yes, she was pretty upset.
really, I don't think my kids got as invested in Under Wraps as they did in the Ernest movie. Like in the beginning, I'm like, Dad, this is not very scary. I'm like, it's slow. Let it go, you know. And I'm like, man, Ernest was weird. Like he's doing like these contraptions of trash, and
Yep.
how'd he get crushed? And his feet are here and his head's here. What happened?
What's the best Ernest movie?
I don't know. Either probably that one or Christmas.
I've never seen like any of them. I don't
I would
think.
put Ernest Goes to Camp up there.
Camp is pretty good. The turtle.
Yeah.
Not what's the one like Ernest goes on a safari and
Goes to Africa or something.
something like that. I don't know. That one I didn't enjoy as much.
There was a basketball one.
I don't remember.
There's an army one. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
Well, how'd you watch it? Scared Stupid.
Bought it through Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I did for Under Wraps.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
We had that through the View.
There's no Disney Plus yet.
Yeah, I get you. But yeah, no, that was fun. It was neat. I haven't seen that in a long time. I still haven't seen it, so maybe I'll watch it next year.
Yeah.
With them. But the kids have been trying to convince me, Leon and Colson, that they want to watch it. And I'm like, I don't think you're ready for it. Like,
Yeah.
Melanie, like your mom's not ready for it.
Well, she'll never be ready.
I let
And
Malcolm.
They might be ready one day.
Yeah, and I'm like, you guys, you're not good for watching it. I don't think. Like, oh no, we're brave, we can do it. And like they were supposed to be going to bed, and I started watching like Annabelle Creation, and we got like 20 minutes into that, and by I don't know, the third scare that I was like, it's not that scary yet or anything. Like Colson's like, I don't want to watch this anymore because Melanie's also going, oh, ah! And like, I don't think it's helping him, like being like, oh, I'm brave and ready to watch this. So he's like freaking out, and I'm like, all right. And I paused it, and I'm like, you guys need to go to bed. Like, just Leon and Colson go to bed. And then they like went like into the front foyer area, like by the steps. And like, they're just standing there. And I'm like, guys, go to bed. It's like, well, we need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay, go to the bathroom. And like, they go to the door, and they're like, what if something's in there? I'm like, there's nothing in the... Leon, go in there. And he like opens the door but stays behind it and like, go ahead, Dad. I'm like, what? Get in there.
And sacrificing you.
And I'm like, he's like, which side's the light switch on? I'm like, what do you mean? It's the same it's been for years that we lived
Your
here.
entire life.
Yeah, you just reach it
Almost.
right, turn it on.
That's funny.
It's like they were like scared and freaked out a little bit and stuff. They're fine now. But I'm like, yeah, you're definitely not ready. Like all there was so far was like, you know, like the doll's sitting in a chair, and then they come back and the doll's moved, or like at one point the doll's there, and all of a sudden it just disappears into the shadows and stuff. And they're like, ah, and Melanie's like, ah, you know, just crying, ah, no. Like luckily they went to bed before the part where like there's like a part when this little girl's like there, and she goes, hello, are you okay? Can I help you? She's like, yeah, you can. It's like, what can I do? It's like, you can give me your soul, and like her face turns all creepy, crazy, scary, and stuff. I'm like, oh damn, I'm glad the kids are gone now.
Yeah.
So yeah. They're not ready yet.
Yeah.
Maybe next year they're ready for it. But they did start watching Stranger Things.
No, that's cool. That'd probably be okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when you guys do costumes, do you like to make your own, or do you just whatever you can get?
I mean, Melanie usually makes costumes and stuff. My
Yeah.
thing is I usually like to go with like themes. So I like I love our
whole-
family being
yeah.
That's
a
what Joy likes
theme.
to do.
And then like all the kids like, I want to be this and I want to be this, and like then it's not, no one wants to be anything the same, you know. They
Yeah,
don't all
yeah.
want to be Power Rangers at the same time,
Sure.
you know. It's Power Rangers for this one, then 2 years later it's Power Rangers for this one. you
No one
know?
wants to be Winston.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's that kind of thing. So, like, the younger two were pumpkins, which Melanie had made last year, and they
Okay.
just wore those because they were nice and warm and they're fuzzy and stuff. And then Colson wanted to be the Hulk, and he had a Hulk costume from like last year, but he's grown. So what they did for him, we cut off like below the waist, and that would fit on him. But like that midsection for the legs was too short, so we just put the chest on him, and then regular pants, and then wrapped. There's like a vest he has that has like these rope button kind of things that are like long wooden pieces that you put in a hole and then they're set, but they're like a rope. So like it's split apart but still held together, and you can see the Hulk like body
That's pretty
underneath.
cool. Yeah.
And then we kind of painted his face up green some, and I gave him one big like Hulk glove hand, so he was Bruce Banner who was changing into the Hulk.
Nice.
So I was like,
Mid-transformation.
yeah, so
That's
like,
pretty
how's
cool.
that? And then he ended up getting I think it was second in like most original costumes at like this Masonic costume party thing,
Nice.
Oh, nice.
which is cool. But then Leon didn't get anything, and he was, I think it's because no one ever knows who he is, because he was Link.
Gotcha.
And he had a shield, a sword, he had this hat, he had like he was like Ocarina of Time more so he had like the white and the green like tunic on it and stuff, and like these brown gauntlet things, and everyone calls him like Robin Hood and Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Melanie actually took like band-aids too and like pointed his ears out, so he
Sure.
had pointy ears, and he didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Didn't even get any candy.
No, he did get candy. He did. I told Melanie next time we go Halloween trick-or-treating, we need to do the Jimmy Kimmel thing and
Yeah.
tell them that we ate all their candy. to
Oh,
our
you
kids.
didn't do that this year?
No.
Oh.
I was watching them. They're so funny, and I was like, we should do this to our kids. I wonder how they were going to react if we
Yeah.
did this. So, but no, that's what they
I
were.
feel like you need to not let your kids watch a movie with Melanie, because they're gonna do the same thing that my mom did to me with spiders.
Make you worry about spiders, right? Like
Give you a complex.
like Kanan, like the other kids would freak out about like bugs and stuff, and then Kanan, like there'd be a stink bug, and he would just grab it by the wings and just throw it out the door. And there was one time there was a wasp, and everyone else usually just runs, and he like put it into a container and then closed it up, and then took it. Like, Dad, there's a what do you call it? Bee, or I don't know what he called it, something in there, and like there's just a wasp inside this like thing that he trapped it into.
Yeah.
It was actually one of the switch cases that zip up.
Oh yeah.
So he like put it in there and zipped it up and brought it to me.
Nice. Good
Like,
job.
it was like on his toy. He took the toy, he shaked it into there,
Sure.
zipped it up, and brought it to me. But everyone else like, ah! And they run downstairs. There's a bee in our room. Like, well, where is it? I don't know now. All right. So yeah, I need to make sure he stays like
Strong.
yeah for bugs.
Rick, I sent some pics to our Discord if you want to see them. But my brother's always really good about making his own costumes, you know, and I always think they're really funny. If you go like
Oh,
all the
yeah.
way to the bottom, there was one from like a couple years ago where I think you commented on his picture on Facebook, like, "Are you Eric?" He was like this cameraman guy. So if you look at it, like he just always trying to make something different.
So he's just a cameraman.
But yeah, like I think Aaron commented on that one. Be like, so did you go as Eric for Halloween for this
Did
one?
I?
Yeah,
I don't remember that, but yeah.
it would have been a couple years ago now. But what was really cool? Have you guys seen Spaceballs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean John Candy's character in that is Barf, right?
Yeah.
You know, the Mog, half man, half dog. So if you look at the one little higher, Rick, his whole family, they all dress up and make their costumes. But his costume, I absolutely loved it this year. Let's go up there, up. Yeah, right there. So he went as John Candy.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
That's perfect.
And even as the dog, you know, he says he regrets, like, I should have used Cocoa Puffs or something so I could actually eat him. But it was really dog treats in there.
Oh,
you
was
know?
it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, and then there's a picture of his whole family too. Like they kind of had that like Wolfman. The two kids were werewolves. So he's like, well, if I'm gonna be a wolf man, I'll just be a Mog.
Nice. And his wife is obviously Rosie the Riveter.
Yeah. Yep. That's Pam. And then the two boys there. But yeah, I love that. You know, he made, other than the there's another picture there. Like you can buy the like kind of like wig thing on Amazon for that costume. Just make it all yourself. You know.
Yeah.
So that picture is so funny.
It's a hell of a picture.
Right? I know. Like it's on Amazon. But yeah, he got that thing and then just made everything else. So
Awesome.
yeah. I love it. Anyway.
But yeah. But no, I don't know. That was what I can think of right now. That was fun things going on. Melanie had her birthday,
Yeah.
so we didn't do too much.
Didn't do it?
Everything's been so delayed. We're
Oh,
we're
yeah.
celebrating Leon's birthday
Sure.
this weekend because his was actually back in October.
Yeah.
And Ayla's was pushed back, and everything's just been so chaotic lately and stuff. So
Mhm.
I was gonna try to make her dinner and stuff, and then I had like some kind of like my stomach was like terrible for like at least 12 hours.
I need to go get that cheese.
Cheese, okay.
What cheese?
But yeah,
Hot
so
cheese for Aaron.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got
Okay.
like hot scorpion cheese downstairs, and
Yeah.
you keep trying to get us to take it.
I'm gonna take it home and make hamburgers with it. It'll be great. Be great. I haven't taken it home yet.
I want to go get it and have you try it on camera.
Yeah.
My other favorite Halloween story was, and I have a couple pictures of there for you too, but it is Tom Hiddleston and Charlie Cox are both on a play called Betrayal on Broadway right now. So for Halloween, they both went as Loki and Daredevil. Why not? But they switched their characters. So it's the two Marvel actors. One is TV and one is the movies, but they switched their costumes, which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
funny.
it's just a really cool, funny thing they did.
It's a really
on the
great
Halloween.
smile under the Daredevil mask.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really good.
And then a couple of their co-stars actually went as Captain America and Captain Marvel too. So like they were just behind the scenes having their own party and going out, but they ended up going outside to fans and signing autographs and stuff as their characters. So
Nice.
yeah, but
That's
I thought that
cool.
was a really cool Marvel story for
That's cool.
Halloween.
I've been wanting a good Captain America outfit for a while.
Yeah.
Like back whenever my buddy from high school had this Iron Man suit he made.
Mm-hmm.
Like he used to be at the movie theater,
Sure.
and he had like one made of like I don't know fiberglass or
Yeah.
whatever the hell it was,
Yeah.
and like it was really cool.
Dude, there's some of those get crazy. Like their face comes off, and like they can like walk around and talk, and then it comes down. The lights,
Yeah.
the eyes light up. They're really cool. A couple of them have like smoke machines in the back and in their arms.
Yeah.
There was one awesome Ghost Rider this year I saw where like it's smoke comes from under the skull, and then it like lights up from the back, and it looks orange. It looks amazing,
Nice.
especially at night.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm assuming not locally you saw it.
Oh no, I'm not. I don't do anything. I didn't go out for Halloween.
No, I didn't go out for Halloween either. Carmen and I were both not feeling great that weekend.
Sure.
Especially me.
Yeah.
Friday afternoon after work, Rick and I and some of our friends that we haven't seen for several months got together at the townhouse and had a few drinks, and then we made it back to his place.
Oh yeah,
And we were playing some Jackbox.
Yeah.
this was the
And-
highlight of my week.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm surprised you didn't bring it up at all. And you know, as you do at a friend's house, around people that you trust, you imbibe more than perhaps you should.
As you do.
In the spirit
I've
of
never
having
done
fun.
that ever, but yes.
And me and Don especially, I think. And at some point,
Did you guys lift weights again?
no.
Had the same outcome.
Just wait. So
Oh wait, this is the elbow story.
someone I can't remember exactly who it was, suggested that because we're drunk, we should wrestle.
I believe that was you that suggested
No,
it.
I think it was Don, actually.
I mean, by your own admission, you were drunk.
I was drunk, but
Don, what'd Don say? He wants to wrestle. Come here.
That'd be one thing. Like,
no, but I think he was like, yeah, we're drunk. We should like wrestle or something. And I was like, do you want to?
This is in my living room.
That's what
Okay.
I remember.
So
anyway.
you started to wrestle.
So we started to wrestle.
Okay.
And we did for another, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes or so.
Yeah, about that.
It was a good while.
Like, was there matches or was it a free for all?
There was
a
matches.
Cage,
Yes.
a ladder.
At first, I thought it was going to be the one, and then that ended. And
Well-
then I thought it was going to be 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And then that ended.
Okay.
And they just kept going until
Was it general?
They could go no
like,
more.
Was it wrestling like what, like pins or
No,
Submissions.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Gotcha. Okay,
And
so
like just kind of
effectively
mixed.
it became say uncle.
Well, no, we
Give up?
we
Or
went to
you
tap.
tapped? Tap.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So we went for a little bit, and
This is
I
on my
tapped him
carpet.
out. It was on his
Yeah,
carpet, which is
okay.
extremely rough, I should add.
rough carpet.
So I tapped him out, and
rough wrestling.
I could tell he was unsatisfied, and he said, best 2 out of 3? And I said, sure. So we went again. I can't remember whether he got me that time or the next time.
No, he got you that time.
He got me that time. So I was like, best 3 out of 5? So we went again, and then again after that.
Yeah. And so I have like a sectional couch, and everyone besides me is filming this.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And I'm just laying on my sectional couch like a Roman emperor, just watching this
Watching these
performance
Eating
in front of me.
Eating olives and grapes.
leaf prawn being That's funny.
I hope you had a bowl of grapes. It'd be great.
Yeah. Peeled grapes.
But this footage exists out there. We'll have to
It
get
does.
it one day.
I actually neglected to have Adam send any to you.
Well,
That's funny.
it's probably for the best.
It probably is
honest.
for the best.
So after all this is over, then Calvin says he's not feeling so well. No,
No.
it was Don first.
Don first. Yes.
Don had to go get some air. And so Don went outside and starts vomiting. And then Calvin joins him shortly after. And he goes outside and starts vomiting
Yeah.
in stereo.
Your guys' nights, man.
Yeah, it's great. No, but
Is that why your elbows are fucked up?
yeah, Mark's from.
They both had the worst like rug rash I've ever seen.
Really? On that rough carpet.
The bruises and rash has healed up significantly.
Yeah, I saw it like Monday or whatever it was, and I
Yeah.
was like, "What the hell? What'd you do? It looks
And
terrible."
I have a real good shiner up here on my shoulder. I don't know whether I can pull my shirt up high enough.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
So you got shot with a paintball or something.
Jesus.
Close range. What were you
So-
got? There was a ladder there, wasn't there? Ladder
So-
match.
Despite the severe
Yeah.
muscular pain and dermal pain that I was in for the next 2 days, I did have quite a bit of fun.
Hell of a
I
night.
had
It
fun
was a hell of a night.
using the neti pot, trying to get the vomit out of his nose.
The neti pot.
Yeah.
Man, those things. I hate those things.
things
but
bother
I
me.
feel so good when I'm done with it,
They
though.
bother
Yeah.
Yeah.
me. They're weird.
Fortunately, Evie was at her grandparents.
Oh, she
Yes.
wasn't exposed. That's good.
She didn't have to watch any
No.
of this.
I just imagine Carmen being like, "This is why I came up to Marietta to see these spectacles." She's so proud.
Well, she
There's
enjoyed
not much
the
to do in
spectacle.
Carmen was just saying, men are weird.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
No, but she did enjoy the spectacle, but she did say that I should have taken it easier on myself. It was worth it.
All right.
I disagree.
Well, I just remember being at
It
a,
was worth it. You didn't participate. You don't know what I hold value.
my senior year. I went to with some buddies to a party. We were just driving around trying to find one because this one we were at got busted. There's one in Waterford, and I remember we were sitting on a fucking hay bale in this barn. All these kids were drinking, and we were like these Marietta kids. And I got shit. We shouldn't have came. This guy comes up to me and goes, "You want to wrestle?" And he says it just like with an exaggerated accent, but that was his voice. And I never wrestled again after that.
You wrestled him then, but
No.
never again?
No, I never wrestled then or ever again.
Oh.
I chose from that point that I would never wrestle.
Yeah. So Aaron, Calvin, and
Shane, what
Aaron.
is your favorite thing of the week?
I don't know.
This cheese.
Not too much happened.
Of the last 2 weeks.
Can't really remember
Yeah, it's
everything.
gotta be
I
2
got to go
weeks.
week to week. Honestly, trick or treating my kids is really fun. Kids had a good time. Malachi's between the age of wanting to go and wanting to kind of not go. He wanted to go, but then he found out one of his friends weren't going. It kind of made him not want to go. And then we went with one of Liana's friend's brothers, who was like 16. And Malachi's like, "Oh, I'll go." I said, "You should just go if you want to go. Don't worry about what people are doing. Do what you want to do."
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we did that. And we also went to a couple churches, like of some friends. They do like trunk or treat. And we did that. And I mean, it was fun. Like, nothing too special. It was past like 4 years. It's been like cold and fucking rainy.
Yeah.
And it was just,
It finally wasn't.
it was just cold.
Yeah.
It was sprinkling earlier in the day.
So the ground was wet. It
Yeah,
gave it
but-
that really nice, eerie, muggy feel, but
Yeah,
it was
it's-
just cold.
It's real nice to watch Evangeline. It's still so wondrous to her. You know what I mean? That's a lot of fun. I was never like I was never like a big Halloween guy. I don't know why, but it feels like now more than ever it's like bigger. Just people just take dressing up to a whole new level. It's like this huge holiday now. I kind of wish I was more into it. You know?
Yeah. And I always appreciate the people that do like the
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah,
rather
me,
than-
like-
rather than like the one thing I hated was that there was a like at the costume contest thing, whatever that the kids are at, like one of the ones that won like cutest or something because they had like 3 categories.
Sure.
One of them that won was like a store bought like Bumblebee, and I'm like
Yeah.
that one over like the homemade Link, or there was like there were other ones that were like
Sure.
more homemade kind of versions where it's
Sure.
like look at what they
Yeah.
are and how creative that was and like. But that one,
Yeah.
like I don't know. Something
You know,
I
yeah,
hate-
it was
I
real
hate that.
creative going to the store
Yeah.
and spending money instead of creating your own costume.
And it's weird too because like as opposed to like something like cosplay, like the store bought stuff, it's not great. But there's something I think more charming and cool about a homemade costume that is not amazing.
Yeah.
Like if you have a perfect Iron Man outfit, I mean that's cool. But for Halloween, for some reason, I like the cardboard. Iron Man,
Yeah.
Cardboard.
I like the
Yeah.
guys that I put 3 days into this, not 5 months.
That's one of the reasons I like Costume Quest so much, where it's just like these
Yeah.
kids and these not great Halloween costumes, but and you see them in their own minds
Yeah.
and they look
That's cool.
amazing.
Yeah.
But for cosplay, obviously the amazing ones are fucking crazy. I love
Yeah.
it, But there's something about Halloween having that like you don't want to go too far with it, So
yeah,
I
'cause
know
then it just seems like you're trying
Yeah.
too hard. You're trying to win Halloween.
Yes. I love winning Halloween.
I won.
Speaking of winning
I
Halloween,
win.
I had a lot of fun in our one shot with Cthulhu. I thought that was
yeah, that was fun.
yeah.
Mhm.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Hopefully-
I did too.
It was scary.
yeah. Hopefully at some point it makes it to YouTube and stuff like that
Yeah.
too. But no, if you guys didn't get to see that, I know it's a VOD right now on Twitch as well.
There
You
was
watch the
very
whole thing.
high production quality put into that stream.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
trying to make
I
it fun,
loved it.
scary. Like
It was
You know what?
so
It's
great.
exactly like I was talking about with Halloween. It was good, but
Yeah.
it wasn't so good it was amazing.
Yeah.
It just had that kind of kitschy.
It was one day good.
It was one day good.
It was one day good.
Yeah.
Hey, we have a smoke machine, don't we?
yeah, the fog machine just came to be.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun.
Originally, we were just gonna do that for the YouTube video.
Yeah.
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 Another highlight for me, honestly, was watching Star Wars: The Last Jedi with Rick.
We did that, and I enjoyed myself so much. I'm not gonna, so we won't talk about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Just not gonna talk about it. You guys gotta make sure you check that
Yeah.
out. Early access.
Make
So-
sure you do.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm finally caught up.
You were caught up.
Except
It's funny for a couple things,
Yeah.
the Clone Wars and stuff like that. But yesterday we filmed a mailbag, and Rick got a gift that he couldn't see until he had seen that movie that he was going to be watching hours from then.
Yeah.
So you got one last in there. We had to have him close his eyes. It was so funny.
Yep.
another highlight for me. I ran Evelyn through her first Dungeons and Dragons game. It was
You
just,
beat me.
Ooh, nice.
It was just her and Maggie,
Yeah.
and she had been creating her character for a while, so she's just learning how to write, and read and all that fun stuff. So I like wrote down her spells for her, and I gave her like a drawing book, and she had to write down all of her spells, like copy my letters, and then she had to draw them as well. And so like she had poison spray, and she like traced her hand and had like a green cloud coming out from it. And the best one was vicious mockery, where she had like her face drawn, and it was like yelling, and then there was this little goblin just crying in the corner of the page.
That's funny.
And so she had that, and we all had a lot of fun. So
What was she?
she was a elf bard who put enemies to sleep using her trumpet.
Trumpet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And her name was Mickey.
Mickey.
Yeah, I looked everywhere to try to find an elf bard that uses a trumpet as like a mini to get. Couldn't find one. So instead what we did was I had her draw like a standee, and we all like drew our own characters on standees and used those instead.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, speaking of RPGs too, if you guys aren't checking out the now weekly Blind Wave Adventure RPG for D&D, we're having so much fun. So make sure you're jumping on that. You have like what? How many do we have out right now?
At
12?
least 12.
Like 12. So you got 12 whole episodes to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're only like an hour long.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes they're 40 minutes, sometimes they're an hour, but they go pretty quick, I think.
So I found this news article, and I've got some stuff from Discord as well, but I thought this was interesting. So 3 of us here have kids, and kids that play video games. So are there any restrictions? Like, do you have any hard set rules of like how long that your kids can play video games, like in a week or in a day?
The big thing is making sure they go to bed at a certain time, and then making sure they get all their homework done, and that usually provides a time. But usually, like sometimes I'll be gone on Saturday, get home because I'll go play basketball or hang out with some friends or watch a game. Come home at like 5, and Joy's like, "Yeah, your son's been playing that thing since 9 a.m." I'm like, "God damn it!" Okay, But I did the same thing.
Yeah.
So like, but if all his work is done and stuff like that, I don't mind him if he wants to indulge and that's his time. I always just tell him like, hey, if your friends want to hang out, go hang out with your friends. If they want to hang out outside, go hang out outside. You know what I mean? If you have nothing to do, you got free time, play games. 'Cause that's kind of how I did it. Like, I made sure not to like obsess. You know what I mean? Too much. Like Gus he's huge into WoW, right? He loves it. But like his rule in high school was like, if my friends ask to go hang out, I go hang out. So that's kind of why I make sure for him socially he does.
So
And
you just make sure not to deprive yourself of like human contact.
Yeah, I think it's sometimes it's easy for people to do, especially if it's easier. Especially if like they don't have the best people skills. But the more thing for me is like I don't want him playing like bad games. Like he'll be trying to play Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
And so I'll uninstall it. I'll wake up the next morning, and it's like a 78 because thank God the internet's so slow. It's like 78%.
You'll catch it before
It's
it
like
fully
78%.
installs.
Like in terms of installation, I'll delete it, and he'll walk downstairs, have this look on his face, and I won't even tell him. And he doesn't. I won't tell him that I found it. He won't tell me that he's mad. He'll just know. You know what I mean? So yeah. What about you guys?
I don't have any like hard and fast rules. Most of the time, Evie only wants to play if she's playing with me, like a co-op game anyway. So it's not like she's just taking something and just playing it on her own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to set, like on the Switch, I have like an hour thing, like at 9, where like it shuts down unless you put in like a code. However, I think the kids keep on like watching, like they give it to Melanie and like she'll put in the code or watch me put in the code and they keep on learning the code. So the other thing is, the thing that's tricky there is like with that, like I could just say like you get 2 hours of playtime or something like that. But like Kanan now wants to play and Coulson now wants to play and Leon now wants to play. So I'm like,
That's
how
8
do I-
hours of playtime a day.
how do I divide it up so that it's fair? And the Switch, the way it works too, is like as long as it's like on, it's like working. So if they don't actually turn it off and set it back on its stand the right
Sure.
way, it still keeps counting, even if they're not actually
Does
playing
it go
anything.
profile by profile?
No, I think it works by switch by switch.
Okay.
So I can't even set the profile to be like that. So we've had some moments like that. Like I've caught just recently. I caught actually it was last night. Leon and Colson were told to go to bed, and I went upstairs and checked on the younger two, and then I heard like a commotion in their room, and I slowly started opening the door, like twisting the doorknob, and then it made a rather than just like when it actually got tension, it was like, and I hear pause it, and I turn it off, and I hear Colson jumping up in the bed and turning off the light because it's a pull,
Yeah.
and then jumping back down in the bed.
It's like Three Ninjas.
Yeah, I know. So I stopped, and then I slowly released the doorknob, and I just stood there and waited and listened.
That's always scary.
That's
when
the
you're-
worst thing.
when you're
Open the
dad.
door and stand in it, silhouetted
My dad used to do
for
that,
like
man.
15 minutes.
So the door stayed shut, and I just stood there and waited and listened until I heard like they were whispering like, "Where's the dad? You think he's gone?
Yeah.
What's going on?" You know, and then eventually like I hear it a little bit more louder, and I just like open the door real quick, and I see them both like curl up into balls into the blankets and pretend that they're
Immediately
sleeping. And I'm like,
They do
Guys,
move and hurts.
I know you're awake. And then like Leon looks at me like his eyes like slightly opened, you know, like, oh, what? What's going on? And I'm like, you guys need to go to bed, right? Should we turn off everything? Turn off the light, turn off the TV? Because I had a light in the closet that was still on. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? We're just getting ready for bed. Like, all right. What were you guys pausing? Huh? Why do you say pause it earlier? Before Colson jumped up out of bed to turn off something. And they're like, what?
I said
And then-
closet.
And
Dad.
then,
That's what-
and then Colson goes, I turned off the light. And I'm like, yeah, what were you pausing before that? And Leon like moves his covers, and there's the switch in between the two of them. And I'm like, go to bed. And I take
Yeah.
the switch, and I leave, and I turn off their lights, and I shut the door.
That's funny.
It's so hard when they're all in the same room, man.
Yeah. Kanan did the same thing where he hid in his room. I think I might have talked about it one time on a podcast. Like he was in his room, and I came upstairs to check on him, and he just like, what are you doing? He's like, just going to bed. Like, okay. Are you doing anything else? Or you need anything else? Nope. And I can see from under his blankets the light of this, because he didn't hit the
yeah.
floor, but just the glow coming from under the blankets, and he's just trying to hide it. And I'm like, all right, good night. And I walked away. And I'm like, that little shit's lying.
Yeah.
Well, so Chinese parents don't have to make those kind of decisions now because they've passed laws on children and how much games they're allowed to play.
Okay.
I think I heard about this. Under
That's a-
18, right?
Yeah, so gamers under 18 will be banned from playing online between 2200, which is 10 o'clock, and so between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. They'll also
Really?
be restricted to 90 minutes of gaming per weekday and 3 hours on weekends and holiday. It's part of China's latest move to curb video game addiction, which officials say is damaging to a child's health.
I mean, addiction to anything is bad to the child's health.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so
Everything
is,
in
like,
moderation.
Pollution. They don't do anything about
They've also
Yeah.
that. You know?
how much they can spend as well. So gamers from 8 to 16-year-old can spend around $29 per month, while those between 16 and 18 can spend up to twice that much.
How do they enforce that? Like, is it a...
Well, so it's on the video game developers that have games in China. And if they don't make it so that those things can be tracked or done that way, then they take the licenses away.
Yeah.
Blizzard may want to rethink who they're trying to cater to, because you.
I mean, like-
as a game developer company, like, you're not able to like just
Oh, is that
push
the door?
out whatever you want. You know, like there's limits now that if you make some great DLC, you can't have it
Yeah.
be
Sure.
know $40 because
Yeah.
they can't spend more than 30 or something. You know.
Oh, it's N7 day. Happy N7 day. But no,
So like it's like
Gotcha.
I don't know.
Okay.
that's
yeah.
interesting. I'm not criticizing. I but that's interesting.
Do they
for
do this
sure.
with food to curb obesity and?
I thought there was some
I'm not
food.
sure.
There was some food thing, but they're not even close to here.
less
you know what I mean? We're way more obese here.
the way caffeine is, so that you can't have as much caffeine to curb that addiction, like coffee and pop and
I don't know.
Tea
They
and
have
stuff?
they have a sugar thing and they have a food thing. But like I
mean,
said,
it's
but
just-
like their sugar thing wouldn't be. Like I said, they don't have as many obese people there, so why would they curb sugar?
I mean, it's just one of those things where like you see the photographs of like how badly polluted
Yeah.
China has become, and they're like, oh, we're caring about the health of the kids, and they have to wear the mask and stare through smog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
kinda
agree.
crazy.
Yeah.
But,
That's one. They might want to work on that too.
But speaking of moderation, and before we get our food, I'll try this cheese. You want me to try this cheese?
Yeah, I figured most of you
it's
guys.
on the table.
Right now,
I'm gonna try the cheese.
we have to talk for another hour.
Oh no, that'd be the fun part.
Well,
Thought we
Rick,
were going China.
like I will say, Rick, it's probably too hot for you.
Okay.
It's probably.
I also don't like cheese.
I don't like cheese either. I like cheese like on something. Like I like it in a sandwich or
On a pizza.
on a pizza or a hamburger. But I don't
I'll do
typically
it.
eat
Okay.
raw cheese.
well, it's not raw.
I mean,
Now you raw
It's-
pepper. I did that too.
There was raw cheese. I didn't buy it. This is pasteurized.
you know exactly what I mean.
Yes.
I know you know what I mean.
I
Well-
used to eat cheese on Ritz crackers.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Shane, you know
like
me.
with summer sausage.
I ain't no bitch, so I'll do it.
Oh, I know. I figured Aaron will still
You're a
do
bitch.
it.
So-
I ain't no
I
bitch. I'll
figured
do
Aaron
it.
would
Prove it.
still do it.
I'm ready to do it.
So,
Wait till coffee gets over here.
what is this cheese called?
Oh, it's right here.
So I can look it up.
There you go.
Everyone's,
That's terrible. What you just did.
I don't know why everyone's looking at the raw cheese thing as like he said what raw cheese is stupid. Like you know what I mean? You're not putting it on something, melting it
Yeah.
down, or you know.
Someone just asked, by the way, this is a new shirt design for Blind Wave,
Yeah.
based off the Grateful Dead, and you guys can find it right now over at
I'm working on.
blindwave.net.
Yeah, I'm working on another version of it. Actually, like actual.
I love it. It's my favorite shirt.
Yeah, I really like it a lot. I'm pretty proud of how it turned out.
Worn it like 3 days in a
I
row.
worked with my Bangladeshian friend on Fiverr
Yeah.
to make it just right. I'm working on a tie-dye one because
Yes.
You know,
yes, mug. Yes.
for it to be the same spirit as
Sure,
Grateful
no, I
Dead.
get you.
I know that's not for everybody, but we have different
Yeah, but
options for everybody.
Definitely check that out over at blindwave.net because it's my favorite. I think I've worn it 3 days in a row now.
I mean,
Starting to
I do
stink.
that even to shirts I don't like.
Yeah, I know.
So the Schofield value is 500,000 plus.
I can do that. 500,000?
Half a million
Okay.
plus.
We did
That's-
10 million, didn't we?
That's so ridiculous.
All right.
We did
so,
10 million, didn't we?
Huh? No, I don't mean that. I mean like what's the Schofield value? 500,000 plus. Like, what? So
It's
anything
over
above
500,000.
500,000.
Yeah, it could be 1 billion. You don't know. All right. So before I imbibe in the treats, I'm going to try me some hot cheese. So, Shane, you can select me which one.
What
Well, I
the
mean,
fuck is this?
Thank you, by the way, Calvin, for getting that, getting the glasses. You're a good man. Aaron, you could at least try a piece, aren't you?
Throw this.
By the way,
Poor.
Rick now knows what the porgs
I
are.
do.
Aren't they ridiculous?
He loves them.
We'll talk about
Or at
it.
least he was
we'll
told.
Talk about it another time.
He was told to love them.
Yeah.
All right, so we want to do some. Let's do some cheese, everybody.
Thank you.
Wait.
Calvin, you gonna do some hot cheese?
This is actually mine. It was addressed to me. I had it a family forward for the 7 months I worked there.
Shane, you're also gonna do some hot cheese, right? You surely wouldn't ask us to do something you
Aaron,
wouldn't do.
you don't want your
Surely.
wonderful
No,
mug?
I want this.
I mean, think about Darth Vader. He would never ask the clones or the stormtroopers to do something he wouldn't do.
Well, he's the chosen one.
Yeah, I know.
And
you
I'm choosing you to do this.
I
You're the
choose
chosen
you.
one
I
right
choose
now.
you to eat some cheese, motherfucker.
I don't really want to. I've
Oh
done
yeah,
it.
because I really, really want to. So
I've done it. I'm sharing it with you guys. See what you think.
you said you did it.
I will. It's not as hot, ghost pepper hot. It's probably around.
You said you
Well,
did it.
you know when we went to that place in. Oh, Aaron's eating it right now. Okay.
People just keep talking.
Give me the cheese. I keep asking for it.
What one do you want?
I'll take the big one.
Okay.
All right. So all at once, or take a bite.
Whatever you want. Like I said, it's not.
It's like cheese. Ugh.
All right.
You don't
Chat.
like cheese?
It's
Am I
not.
taking
It's
this?
not ghost pepper hot. It's just really
Am I
hot.
taking this all at once, or am I taking a bite?
You
Right,
got to
chat will
imagine
ask
like.
me.
Okay.
Don't tell me.
Eric,
Okay.
whatever
Yes.
you take, I will take an equal.
Surf Ride says stick on a pizza.
Stick it on pizza. That's not bad.
I wanna put it
We
on a
got
burger.
more. We got more.
I melted it in some salsa and some some other stuff.
All at once. All at
And-
once. All at
and-
once. Calvin.
Cheers. Piece dropped off.
Yep.
I'm with you,
Got some
Jake.
meat.
More tingly than hot.
So I gotta eat more.
That was a big piece.
I'll eat
was
the
a
other
big
half of
piece.
mine.
Feel it on my nose immediately.
What do you think, Calvin?
I didn't know
It's
you
really
guys
not
were
that
gonna
bad.
eat all
It's
of
not
it.
as bad as I thought it would be.
Like I said, it's not ghost pepper hot. It's under. You know the thing we had in.
Rick, you might be able to handle this.
Were we in LA?
What the cluck?
What the cluck? It's not as hot as that.
Nashville.
No, it's not as hot as that.
No,
But like
it's
I
not
was,
nearly.
I was expecting something like a cheddar version of like pepper jack cheese,
If you
Yeah.
guys haven't seen,
and it's not like that. Pepper jack cheese
if you guys
is nothing.
if you guys haven't seen the Con of Thrones vlog, One, just do it because it's one of our best vlogs.
It's really cool.
But inside that vlog, Rick does a lot of. He gets affected a lot by hot. But that what the cluck, you were really affected by that because you
Everybody
really
was really
Yeah,
really ate
it
that.
was really hot for all
Yeah.
of
You know
us.
what?
You
I feel
really
like
ate that what the cluck.
Rick was, but I feel like Calvin ended up getting hit harder than
Calvin
Rick.
got hit real hard.
I got a chunk. It must have been packed with spice. Like the breading was packed with more spice than what you guys got because it was just real bad.
This is hot, but it's not unbearable.
No,
It's not.
it makes my eyes warm.
It's not tasty.
It's not a delicious
It's
cheese.
not tasty.
I find heat to be kind of tasty, but too much heat I don't find. Like I just like it's like a challenge, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I wouldn't like eat this and be like, oh, you know.
Like
I don't
if
do
this
that.
was on a burger, it would
Yeah.
be a lot better.
It's
Yeah.
not like the spicy ramen you had.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
that was good. Oh, fuck. That was so fucking good. God damn it. Damn. We need to
Sorry,
get the first floor and have a ramen restaurant.
We
But
absolutely
just
did.
bring some master ramen guy to Marietta, relocate him, open a restaurant.
So Shane, what are you doing with this?
So
Where'd you get it?
not
I
refrigerating.
got it at Huck's. Is that what it's called? Huck's on the in Navola?
isn't he from Star Wars?
In Davola?
You got it from Huck's Market?
Right by AGA.
That's not in Davola. But okay,
almost
I
there.
see what you mean. Then.
Well, you're not in Lowell, right? Or are you?
Oh, man.
Oh man,
Dangerous game.
that was if you parry that, it's a touche.
But yeah, I got it there, and like I've never seen it there. I go there like all the time. Okay, and I always get like tomatoes and stuff like that. I've been doing a thing lately that my dad used to do is when you pick a tomato off the vine, you just bite into it, put salt on it.
That's disgusting.
I've just been doing it. I used to think it was disgusting too. I thought it was disgusting when I first did it. I make myself do it. Now I like it.
Wait,
That's
what
disgusting.
did you do?
He takes a tomato off the vine. He takes a bite of it and salts it and takes another bite. That's
So my dad did.
I mean, it's better than fucking processed nacho cheese, I guess.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's better than picking a potato off the tree and doing to that.
But I go there all the time, do that stuff. Sometimes I'll get like they have just really amazing cookies they bake every day.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll get cheese or summer sausage, and they had that there. I'm like, what the hell is this doing here? It's Walnut Creek. Amish people have been kicking up a notch. You know what I mean? And then I saw pepper jack cheese there right beside it. I'm like, because I like cheddar more than whatever pepper jack cheese is, some kind of provolone.
So if I go there, I can get some of this.
Yes, or you can have that if you don't.
I'll take that, sure.
Yeah, my
I'm
kids.
just
Won't,
thinking about making like.
my kids won't eat it. Joy did it. And she's like, no, it's too hot. I'm like,
Really?
"Damn it." Yeah.
I can understand the kids not liking it. I'm hoping Melanie would.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The Baba won't.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nor Rick.
Like, I think it's really
Maybe
tasty.
she's not watching right now.
I think it's really tasty if it's like half that hot.
She was right
Yeah.
over there. So.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
She's not over there anymore.
Like I made you a burger, Baba. Here.
Oh my gosh.
So mean. Well,
Who said the tweet stream? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
oh, I don't know. I can look.
We should do that.
Wow, look. So, Aaron, I hear that you're going to be.
J.K. Nappy.
Thank you, Jeff. Now,
Jeff
Oh,
Nab.
yeah.
Nope. Thank you, man. We appreciate it. I'm starving. I've been telling people all day. So
Kendo.
thank you.
Yes.
Well,
I had ice cream and a smoothie right before the pizza came too. Yeah.
Staying healthy.
I got the smoothie.
so Aaron, I heard that you are boycotting Pokemon Sword and Shield
What?
because of a certain Pokemon that isn't going to be in it.
I have no idea who is or isn't going to be in it.
Oh, well, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur is not in Pokemon Sword or Shield.
The number one Pokemon is not in that game.
I haven't been looking up anything of who's going to be in or not in it.
Are we sure of that?
100% sure.
Yeah.
It'll come out later.
Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise also not in it.
Yep.
Dude, that sucks.
Charmander is.
Yep.
That's a pretty bold thing to do.
And then there's a bunch of others.
What about
Well, I
Pika?
mean-
I mean, they're going to come back. They're going to be released eventually.
The thing that's different with this is that other games have done it where you play through and you can't get those Pokemon, but you
Yeah.
could trade them from other games. In this one, you're not going to be able to do that either because I don't know how much of a trading option you're going to have into the Switch for one.
Could you trade him
But
from
they-
Pokemon Go Pikachu?
Nope.
No, I don't think you can do
No
any of that
Pokemon
with
Let's
that.
Go trading?
The things that the thing that's I think hindering it is that they have to remake like all these different like
HD
sprites
assets.
and stuff. Yeah, you know.
See, that has been said, but the people that are looking at the game, a lot of the models are just the Pokemon Go models, and the animations are the Pokemon Go animations. Like, there's, I don't know. I don't know how much I see in that argument being
That'll
valid.
be DLC, baby.
Well, then they'll just have it released later
It seems
on.
like they cut a lot of corners in terms of that, and then they just didn't put everything
I'll
in.
see what happens. I haven't been looking up much of it because I know a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, it's terrible! Look at the Inside Out."
No.
Sure.
Just see what they're, maybe there's reasons they have it or something they're going with or whatever they're doing.
Wait till later.
I'll see what they do.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not boycotting. I'm gonna play it.
All right.
I still like. There's tons of grass. Oh, that little Grookey, man, that monkey. I'm so excited for that monkey.
He's also not.
I don't love water. I just love turtles. So like
Score bunny.
in Pokemon Pearl, I played as a what's his name? The turtle dude, Tortilla,
Turtwig.
Turtwig. Yeah.
Gorky might be in it. I don't know.
Huh? No, Grookey is.
Grookey is
Grookey.
one of the
He's
starters.
a starter for the generation.
Okay.
So no Pika either, or is Pikachu in it?
He'll probably be in it.
I mean, he's got a lot of attention because
Pikachu
of
would
the
definitely be in it.
movie and
I mean, people I think are upset because Charizard
Yeah,
Charizard already gets so much attention, and he's the one that's in it.
yeah.
He's not even that great.
Sure.
He's not one of the best as far as like competitive play.
Yeah.
No,
in the
but-
meta. But he's
In the
he's
meta,
extremely popular.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's one of the greatest Pokemon.
He is.
Well,
There's
No,
the boat, and then there's the goat.
Yep.
The best of all time, the greatest of all time. Calvin.
factually, he's not. He's just a lot of people enjoy him.
So he's great,
He's
but he's
so
not.
great they kept him in.
Yeah.
He's a goat, but not the boat.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
Greatest of all time and best of all time. Greater and better.
Yep.
Okay.
Someone's greater than that best.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Like right
gotcha.
now, like Tom Brady is probably the greatest, but he's probably not the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Michael-
the greatest of all time, but not the best of all time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I buy it.
Yeah.
How many dissect it?
Jesus.
Dissect it?
What was that noise?
That
Who'd it come from?
I think it was you.
Was it me?
I don't know. It wasn't me. I don't think.
I felt.
It sounded like someone's going to bite
bubbles in
me
my
underneath the
throat.
table.
It was me.
Was it you?
Yeah.
Because I felt
It was-
bubbles in my throat, but I wasn't close enough for it to be that loud.
Sounded
on
like-
my
I did. I
sounded
was,
like
I was
the-
about to say something. I went like that, and then I just let you guys go.
They sound like the Grudge.
But as far as Pokemon goes, like I'm planning on Monday. I'll have my Call of Duty. I'll wrap up that campaign or whatever, and then I'm gonna go into Sword and Shield the next week because it'll be out. And then tomorrow we should be doing Death Stranding as a group.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Is that your Activision account, Aaron, or whatever?
So, what are you talking about?
Activision Blizzard,
Battle
Call of
Net.
Duty.
Call of Duty?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on my BattleNet.
Okay, I'm just wondering. I want to play it.
Just take over his game.
If it's on his name, no.
Well,
So
the heat-
everyone doing
the
okay
heat
from
is-
the
heat-
cheese, right?
Yeah, the heat's gone for me.
Yeah.
That was good. It would
yeah.
be good on like a burger or something,
A sandwich.
like some crispy lettuce on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Lettuce.
Yeah, I think it would like help with the texture.
A crunchy pickle.
No, although I
with
mean,
the ridges.
the heat would overpower the taste of the pickle.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't think it would overpower the taste of the pickle.
No, I don't think so either.
what for me?
What?
I mean, I would
'Cause
take
you
a
would
bite.
throw the
I take a
pickle
bite
off.
and be like, "Oh, the sole taste is pickle." No, man, it's still gonna be the heat.
So
It's gonna overpower it.
I know
It'd be the burger.
it's a really soft cheese, so it'd be difficult to slice thinly.
Mm.
But a really thin slice
Yeah,
and some like turkey,
yeah.
some, like mesquite smoked turkey or something like that would be really good.
Just grate it, and then like melt
It's
it on
again,
That's
it's a
what I-
soft
that's-
cheese.
that's what I
It'd be
did.
very difficult
there.
to grate.
The grating would be great.
That's what I did for it, and
Yeah.
it wasn't a lot, and the Joy still couldn't even have that. I was like, damn.
really.
Yeah. I thought it was real hot when I grated it with a bunch of other stuff. And I had a piece by itself, and I was like, God damn.
Although, in like unspiced chili, it'd be great
Yeah, that would be good.
because you could add as much cheese in as you want, and it's spicy.
I should make chili. It's getting cold again.
By the
It
way,
is.
in case people
Yeah.
are wondering about this exchange me and Calvin had earlier, I dropped the sausage. I knew it landed there. Then Calvin was like,
I pointed at it.
he did what he did when, when he pointed at it. And I went to grab it and it fell on the floor. And then Calvin went, Stop! No!
later.
Later.
Gift that for me, everybody.
Yeah.
Man, I made chili like a year ago, and it was so good. And I wanted to make it again. Even Dababa liked it, and she doesn't like spicy, so it just had a good flavor to it. I have no idea what I put in it and how I made it, so I need to try to rediscover what my chili recipe was that I did. Because I think
Yeah.
I found one online. And I'm like, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna change it and do this. I have no idea what that original recipe was to
And
what I
what you
altered.
changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn it.
See,
You're gonna
this
be
is
chasing
why
that dragon because even if you replicate it, it will never be as good as that first bite.
I
You're gonna be
know.
like, "Ah, something's wrong.
It's like
See-
trying to find that perfect blossom, man. It's like Last Samurai.
this is why I want a pensive.
Yeah, that's true.
It would be the best.
That's
You
why.
don't gotta convince me, man. There's a lot of reasons
I
for
know.
I don't know.
A what?
Pensive.
It's a Harry Potter thing.
It's a magical device
You
that you
wouldn't
can
understand.
remove store memories.
It's extremely easy to understand.
Okay. I think I get it.
It's from a child's book.
Yeah.
So, from Discord, the Hollywood Reporter has an interesting article.
Okay.
James Dean reborn in CGI for Vietnam War action drama.
I saw that.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, the cultural icon who
no.
died in 1955 will return to the screen via CGI using actual footage and photos for Finding Jack.
Huh.
Apparently, the studio has the blessing of his family.
So they're recreating the actor to play a new role?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
See, this is how like deep fake and everything.
Oh, yeah, no. I
how
get you.
everybody theorized that it would go. Eventually, all the actors would be still making original works.
Is there no one good enough to play that role now?
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to see it. I mean, I read up on it a little bit because I know a couple of celebrities were saying it's like evil. It's the worst thing ever. But,
See,
but
well,
I know the
see,
family
the-
was like, no, we want that.
We want paid, too.
Well,
The
yeah.
Well, yeah.
uses- The uses of it, I think there are some good ones, like what we saw in like Rogue One.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think that's a very interesting
Absolutely.
concept because it's still
Yeah.
using the same, all that. But
Yeah.
when you're looking at a new,
An original work
Yeah.
and casting like dead actors and stuff
Yeah.
for those parts.
mean, yeah.
You're not giving the work to new actors that could play that part
if
better.
you want Tarkin in your movie, you want Peter Cushing to be Tarkin.
Yeah.
Or you can cast another actor to do it. But one of those options is, well, we can recreate Peter Cushing, but because that's him.
Yeah.
But if it's an entirely new role, get one of the millions and millions of actors out there that
Yeah.
want to be the next James Dean.
Like Tommy Wiseau.
Like that's
or
that honestly
Well,
that,
James Franco played a good one.
that comes across to me as like a marketing thing.
Yeah.
Where they're trying to
well,
spark interest.
the other side of it too is like Fast and Furious. What's it, Paul?
Oh yeah,
Paul Walker.
Paul
yeah.
Paul Walker. You
Yeah.
know,
Sure,
when he
that's valid,
passed,
too.
utilizing like his brother and working on his likeness to keep that character and let his story be finished off in that story. You
Yeah.
know, but yeah, I don't know. This like if it was just like, hey, you know what? Let's make a movie. Who do you want to cast? Well, Paul Walker. It's like,
Now, another actor will voice him.
Yep.
right.
Yeah,
Because they
I feel like
couldn't
they-
recreate the lines.
not yet.
just get that actor. to
No,
play.
not yet.
Not- they might-
Google's working on it.
maybe soon. Yeah, I don't know. Just use that actor who's doing the lines or something. I don't know.
So you're saying in any of our film projects or comedy series, if any of you die, we are not allowed to recreate you in CG?
No, if it's funny, always do it. But the thing I'm saying is like James Dean was going to make acting choices that another actor will not make. So all you're doing is putting digital makeup on another actor's performance and selling it as if James Dean came back from the dead and he's in this now. Like that's just pure bullshit, man. Like they're literally just trying to sell to make waves, and now we're talking about this movie.
I mean,
I hate that.
The one good thing about it is it's like Star Wars was originally. It's pushing the envelope for
Yeah.
what's technologically and possible with media and entertainment and stuff like that. But
Gladiator did it real well.
Yeah, but it opens up like a huge jar of misuse.
I thought you were going to say peanut butter.
Fuck.
Wow.
It's worse.
I mean, this is another thing that George Lucas saw coming because he bought the rights to a lot of people's likeness
Yeah.
and sealed them away so this wouldn't happen.
So this wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Yep, and that was
It's-
15 years ago.
It's the same thing like Clint Eastwood working to preserve all the film
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It was just being thrown out.
Yeah.
All the lost films and stuff.
It's like if they're trying to make a western, like a brand new western now, they're like, you know what, John Wayne, and they just bring him back and have him in a brand new western, versus like what you were saying, like if we had a web series going on, and I died,
Sure.
but you guys are wanting to finish off the web series, either having that be within the web series as part of the story, or digitally recreating me to let me finish off whatever the story is that you wanted for that character.
Right.
I feel like those are differences you can have versus like, well, you know what, Aaron died, but I have this idea for a whole new thing, and I want him in that. So let's just recreate him, put him in there, and have someone else voice him, like
ridiculous.
Shane. Just Shane's fucking voicing me.
yeah.
Well, it would be exactly the same.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, if I died and you guys replaced me, like, you would definitely get like a guy that's like 100 pounds heavier, looks like me
I
but
would-
uglier, and be like, he's perfect.
That's exactly how I remember him.
There's a few on Instagram I found.
No, we'd probably just cast Kenny.
I'd have
Yeah,
Kenny.
work to it,
I'd have
yeah.
Kenny do your voice.
Yeah,
And maybe do like the acting, but then we digitally redo
Sure.
like to make it look like you.
yeah. Against the blessings of my family.
Or just get like a really high res picture of your face and just use like a paper mask with like elastic around Kenny's
Yeah.
head.
Just Weekend at Bernie's. do it. Like, let's get my dead body.
I don't think we're allowed to do that.
I hate it. I hate that.
Yeah.
What was that?
That specific use, I'm not a big fan of. I would
yeah.
say.
Me
I think
either.
there
Me
are
either.
some good uses for it, but not necessarily that one.
Yeah, not that one. But I mean, I don't know. I got to see the movie. Maybe,
Haven't they done
what if
those-
it's the greatest thing ever?
Haven't they done this with like Steve McQueen in car commercials and stuff too?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I haven't heard about that.
That's a hell of an expensive car commercial.
I
isn't
mean,
it?
they did this with Tupac, right? With the
They did the holographic thing,
where they had another actor doing like the body and stuff, who was like way more jacked than Tupac ever was, by the way.
Yeah, but it was his music, though.
But it was his performance.
Yeah.
you know, still
At
like
least
this is completely different.
The
See
thing-
that to me is about the same as like
Yeah.
recreating an existing actor for
Yeah.
that same part. It's just
Whereas
like extending it and
if he came out with like
and sharing it.
2 albums next year, and look, here's 2 new albums by Tupac, and here's the guy,
Yeah.
and he's like they keep just going with it, and that's a little different. Where like you're,
Yeah, that's
like how,
that's different.
how do we
I
know
feel.
these are songs that he would write?
Or
It's
are
not
all
him,
of us
and-
the Dread Pirate Roberts? And someone just picks up the mantle once you're gone.
Yeah, but he always looks different. He's just wearing like a little mask thing. You
And
know?
no one knows. Yeah.
Yeah, but then
I
I feel like you're just recreating like as faithful duplicates of the original artist as you can instead of creating new art and new artists. You know?
Yeah. Actors aren't characters. They can't be recasts.
Yeah, I mean, I can also see an argument for like, you know, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has Bruce Lee in it, you know,
Right.
and if they just like did that for Bruce Lee because that's Bruce Lee, I think that's also okay too, you know, if they recreate him digitally, you know, because that's that character.
For more historical,
It'll never
like-
look as
Yeah. For
it'll look better than
historical
ever.
accuracy
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah.
that.
Just cast another actor, you know.
Yeah.
Why take away work from another actor that's here and could be a next big movie
Well,
star?
yeah, that's what I
because of that
started
stuff,
out saying
you know?
is like you're just taking that opportunity away from
Yeah.
new actors that could possibly, you know, create a better performance.
I think that there's a lot of cross pollination in that argument with the argument of like, why do we reboot and do sequels? Like, just do new stuff, you know? But this one
Yeah.
has an element of like, you're using somebody's
It's more
image.
Sure,
insidious.
someone's dead.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they
I
can't
I
give
think
you
it's much
permission.
different.
Yeah.
Like their families can, but they can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what about the idea of I don't know if everyone's seen it, but taking Terminator? What if you have like Arnold Schwarzenegger in I think it was Salvation, where
Yes.
they made young Arnold, and I think
Yeah.
even in maybe Genesis, I can't remember if they did it or not.
Well,
But,
they
like,
did that with the X-Men movies too, with Patrick Stewart, right?
They did. Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, not very well.
No.
Not as well as Salvation did.
When?
No.
In
And one of the first two, I
Yeah.
think, because there's
they
the one
run
with the
into the
scene.
woods and he's at the end. He's all shiny because his face is all like
Yeah.
smooth and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It was weird.
But you know what I mean?
But
Like,
again, that's the same thing as you know, Arnold was the Terminator. So when you recreate the Terminator, that's who that character was. It's like same thing with Tarkin.
And
you know?
Arnold's still here.
And true.
And
Yeah.
it's probably
But-
his idea.
but like he didn't play as that character. I
Yeah.
don't believe. You know, they digitally recreated him and then did stuff, and then they had the robot underneath.
Yeah,
you know,
but if you like, we're doing I'm gonna do Dragon Ball Z, and I'm gonna cast you know, let's say Arnold Schwarzenegger dies, and then 50 years from now they're gonna do Dragon Ball Z, and he's gonna play Raccoon on you know, Namek. All right, I wouldn't be okay with that, you
Yeah.
know, because like that's not him. You get somebody
Yeah.
that is doing a parody or something. I guess you can do that, but
like 20 years from now, a new Terminator came out and Arnold's passed. Should they utilize him
I
for
would.
that? You
I
think?
think that would be okay.
Yeah, I mean,
if it's
it's even more. If
Because he you know, like he signed that license away. He signed that contract. Like, I am the Terminator. I think it's okay.
yeah.
Or just do a new Terminator, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it as a.
But like, what if they make like a Terminator porn or something? Like, you
Yeah,
know,
well-
he's still that character, but it's not in the spirit of the original
Yeah.
idea.
well,
I mean, I
in that case,
wouldn't
I
be
don't
okay
think it
with it. Would they be allowed?
I think that's a
That
slightly new
regard.
conversation.
in,
'Cause,
in
yeah.
that case, I don't feel like it's the same character, right? Because it is a parody, but it is not the character of the
I mean,
Terminator.
True. It's not the same character from Terminator 1 or Terminator 2 either, though.
Yeah, they're both different.
No, but
he would never be a
But
porn
it-
star.
This one just went into porn.
yeah.
Yeah, that's like the same thing when it comes to like, you know, didn't Overwatch have a thing where like they did take a bunch of stuff down because people just kept making porn?
well, they
Like,
they
out of
gave
the
their
characters or
character
something.
models
Yeah, like, they took-
out
Yeah,
so that people could make
that's
their own
similar to that, I
animations.
think.
Here's one maybe. What if every James Bond movie from here on out was Sean Connery?
Mm-hmm.
What about that one? Because like he was James Bond, but also we've had many other people play James Bond.
Yeah.
So like, is that being like, well, he's James Bond, he should play James Bond because he was the first one, or should they be giving it to other people to?
Well,
give
I
it
think
to
they've
James
already
Bond?
shown that they can reboot it with new people.
Yeah,
so they'll
I
just
think
keep
the
doing
very
that.
nature of that character as well, like the Doctor, like it necessitates a face change.
Yeah, there's a precedent set of that. If like, 50 years from now they're going to do a new Jason Bourne movie, and then they recreated Matt Damon or something like that, I'd be like, yeah, don't do that, because he's not giving a performance there, But I guess I don't know who would do that.
If you were making a documentary, like, could you take that real person and use their CG likeness as like the character in the documentary?
Well,
And
that's
do
what
Ready
we-
Player One
That's what we were saying about like Bruce Lee
when
and
he dies.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Yeah.
like recreating that person for that storytelling device.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
weird.
honestly, I think it needs to be kind of each situation judged on its own. I don't think there should be like a rule besides
Yeah.
no porn. Maybe
As of right
that could be a
now,
rule.
as of right now, I say no to taking actors that have passed and recasting them in new roles, and then faking their performance in a way. Acting their performance, but faking it. You
Yeah.
know.
Because yeah,
I mean,
it's not even the same voice.
No,
I'm interested
It's
to
just
see
trying to
how
bring
well
back,
it's
like-
done.
it's-
Honestly,
it's just trying to bring back the golden age of when that actor was in their prime.
If this was an all CG movie and every character was CG, and like the main star used the likeness of James Dean, would that be okay?
I think it'd be a little more okay than this.
If
Are
it's-
they coming out and saying, "Hey, we casted James Dean as this character,"
Yes.
or are they saying it's a homage to James Dean?
And no, it's James Dean.
Yeah, I'm not cool with it.
Yeah, I don't think that's cool.
Okay.
Personally.
Like on the poster of this movie, will it say James Dean?
I think it will.
Like that's ridiculous because that's just straight up not James
Yeah,
Dean.
I don't know.
You
Like
know?
when I read it, it was like, hey, we're recreating James Dean through old footage and a couple different actors and standing in doing the voice.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they were trying to pretend. Like it was, oh, this is James Dean.
Yeah.
I'm just interested to see how well it looks, honestly, too.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, what if it's like an amazing movie and it looks really good?
Then
I mean, I'm kind of
just cast
rethinking-
another different actor. for
I'm
your
kind of
amazing
rethinking
movie.
my stance on like using that character or that actor, recreating them for like a documentary or something like that, because we got to see, what's his name in Bohemian Rhapsody,
Mhm.
and we also got to see Taron Egerton in Rocketman.
Yeah.
Like those were two amazing performances
Sure.
that we wouldn't have seen,
True.
that performance
Yeah.
if we hadn't have,
Mhm.
allowed those actors to take on that role.
As long as it's a casted actor to play a role, I'm fine with it. But to say that this actor is James Dean, like James Dean is in my movie,
Yeah,
that's the problem.
that
you know?
yeah, I would
It's
agree.
like James Dean's not in your movie.
Do you think that actors should be able to utilize it to make themselves look younger for movies, like putting Arnold back in his prime, or putting like say you put Tom Cruise younger or something like that?
Or digital makeup on Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
And then even like in scenes where maybe like, well, I'm not allowed to do this stunt, so it's someone else, but it's still digitally made up to be them.
Oh, yeah, I'm
and
fine
all
with
that kind
that.
of stuff's okay.
Yeah,
as
I
long
mean,
as they're
they-
actually in the movie.
Yeah, like Christopher Lee, he's not performing a whole lot of those moves as Dooku. And they literally have his stunt double with a CG head on him
Yeah.
that looks like Christopher Lee, and then suddenly Christopher Lee's doing it. I'm fine with that.
Or like
They've been doing that stuff since they could, like, in like quick shots and stuff of like someone rolling and stuff like that, they'll put the actor's face on
Yeah.
a stuntman,
Yeah.
something like that, just for practicality and safety. You don't want to put your main star in a situation where they're going to get injured and risk the entire project.
Yeah, I get that. But like if you have a movie where like you need a 20-year-old and then you like, well, let's grab Tom Cruise and age him down to the when
So
he
you're
was in
saying,
Cocktail
like,
or Risky
not in
Business,
not in
or-
the sense of like a flashback or seeing a character younger, but we actually see him here. You
No,
mean like,
like-
the entire movie is just
A
Tom
young
Cruise
version
from
of-
1980?
Is Tom Cruise playing himself?
Like I believe like in the Gemini Man or whatever, like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
Will Smith playing old Will Smith's
Yeah.
character, and there's also Will Smith playing like young Will Smith's character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but that
like,
is
as if-
an object of the plot as
I
well.
know. Hang on. What I'm saying though is you cut out old Will Smith, and now you like, well, you know what we need? We need a 20-year-old.
As long as
So
it-
you just have Will Smith, Tom Cruise,
If
Matthew
it's-
McConaughey, whoever it is, playing this 20-year-old. because that's what they needed.
If it's Tom Cruise, then yeah.
Yeah, I'm more okay with it as long as they're not dead.
Yeah.
I'm more okay with that than
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit of a gray area there,
yeah.
but
I'm just
I'll go for it because I definitely want Nathan Fillion to finish out his role in Firefly.
gotcha.
And
I'm just
to
saying 'cause
also
it's-
play Nathan Drake.
It can be
'cause-
cutting out, the
Yeah.
same idea of like, well, less actors are able to perform and do whatever. You're cutting out possible 20-some-year-old
I mean,
actors that could be the roles.
Nick
You know,
Fury was, and Captain Marvel was young the entire movie, So, yeah, I'm fine with it. I mean, but what we're saying is like, well, Nick Fury has been, Sam Jackson was casted as him. If that was
Yeah.
an entirely new movie with a new cast,
yeah.
then, but I want Sam Jackson in it, but I want him to be young. As long as it's Sam Jackson playing it, I'm fine with it, honestly.
I agree. We got Papa John's.
Yeah.
There's big news in the Papa John's world.
Wait, should
Before
I wait?
you take
Should
another
I,
bite,
should
let's-
I wait?
I
We
already
or
should see what this change
did
was.
they-
These
was there
taste-
some kind of sweepstakes where if you tasted chemicals, you win?
These taste so much better now.
So this is CNN business. Papa John's made the first change to its original crust in nearly 40 years.
Jeez.
Okay.
Is it already out?
The pizza chain is debuting a garlic parmesan flavored crust, its first new flavor option for its original dough in 35 years.
Huh.
The crust is baked with Parmesan oregano cheese inspired by its popular garlic sauce.
So they were putting that chemical agent in it a few weeks ago to make their garlic parmesan sauce
No, they
taste
wanted to
disgusting.
cleanse. They wanted to cleanse your palate.
We were the lab rats.
I was gonna say they make it taste disgusting, and then when they come out with this new garlic parmesan flavored dough, it's like, oh man, this is so good that we buy a whole bunch of it.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
what it is.
Just put the sauce on the bread.
Yeah.
Papa John's sales have struggled for the last few years following the scandal surrounding former founder and former CEO John Schnatter.
Schnatter.
Yeah, what did he do again? I forget.
Forced to resign in 2017 after reports emerged that he used a racist epithet during a conference call.
No, I shouldn't do that.
He also courted controversy by blaming poor sales on football players protesting the national anthem at the time when Papa John was the official sponsor of the National Football League.
That. Okay.
That's smart, man.
Yeah, I remember that.
He probably did it. And he said, "What are you gonna do? Fire me? I'm Papa John." Fire him.
I wish I could say that.
What?
What are you gonna
Like-
do?
like-
Fire me?
No, like,
I'm God.
no, like if you had if you had a business of some sort that's huge. Like you imagine some girl like, what are you gonna do? I'm Wendy. Like that's me. Like dude, like there's really a Papa John that owns Papa John's. They're like, that'd be great.
It's like, I want to speak to
Papa
the
John.
owner. I am the owner.
Yeah, I'm Papa John. Yeah, it's just fun.
Yep.
I'm Arby's. I don't know. I am the Burger King.
I am Taco Bell.
That happened to Jared.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It didn't
that
end
guy-
up so well for him.
That guy would hold up his big giant fat pants
Yeah,
and be
man.
like, "Look, eat Subway. This happens."
I never even saw the commercial or anything.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, I
It was
don't,
everywhere, man.
Yeah.
I don't have commercials.
You don't
don't
have
have
commercials. It was from
commercials?
20 years ago.
If you don't have
Yeah.
commercials, it means you don't have TV. That's
It
what
was
it means.
it was definitely on the opening of like every YouTube
Did you
video.
you saw the Crossfire commercials, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Then you had to have seen Jared.
Right.
Yeah.
You just forgot. You just like, what's he thinking? He can't change.
You can't. Now he's in prison.
I remember my
He's
first.
like 10 years old thinking that. This fat bastard can't change.
No, it's
You know what I'm saying?
probably your hate of the phrase "he's going on a journey." Of
Dude,
losing
I hate
weight.
when people say, I'm going on a journey.
I hate
Where are
that.
you going? I'm losing weight.
Yeah.
You ain't going to fucking journey. You can go on a journey and lose weight as a process.
I think I called you one time, and that was my opening line. You're like, "Hey, what's up, man? Hey, dude, I hate when fat people say they're going on journeys."
I think you did.
I did.
I think it was like 2013.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless
Long time
they're
ago.
like Bilbo Baggins,
Well,
and
they're
they're
walking.
actually going
Yeah.
on a journey.
Yeah, journey.
Journey. You know,
Man,
just play the PlayStation 3 game. Journey.
It's such a pedantic statement, you know. Like, let them do it. They're getting healthier and stuff. No, they're using the word journey. I don't like it.
We were somewhere. I think I was younger. I was obviously very stupid, and there was this. I think there was like this out of shape person, like jogging, walking.
Yeah.
And me and you were driving. I was like, Eric, look. You're like, let the man try, Shane.
Yeah, this guy's actively going
He's
out there
actually
trying to
trying.
do something.
He's trying to better himself,
You're
and
mocking him.
you're
You're like the
mocking him.
fucking jerk in a gym when a
Yeah.
fat guy walks in. He's like, it's the new year, you know. He's like, I'm gonna do something. Like, You ain't gonna do anything, fatty. That's you. That's you.
No, maybe.
I say as I get
maybe
more
a
root
long
beer.
time ago. Maybe a long time ago.
Yes, root beer, Eric. Yes.
Man, I'm trying to think of which ones I have.
Hold it, Colin.
Subway's
No.
one of the places that I have.
Thank you, Eric. No, that's enough.
Jesus.
That's enough. Ah!
Gave you a chance.
I
gave you a chance.
I was wishing that he was gonna bite you. You were gonna drive it on his brand new car.
I thought about it, honestly. Dang it, Shane. You left teeth marks and slob.
Oh, sorry,
All
man.
right. Aaron, you were interrupting
No, I
him.
just think like there's not. I don't feel like there's a lot of restaurants, but Subway is one where like I feel like I remember the first thing I ever ate there.
Really?
Yeah, because I had like a bologna. Like I had bologna sandwiches, my favorite sandwiches. We
Sure.
were going to Subway where they made sandwiches. Like I want a bologna sandwich. And they had this weird like round bread, and they put like this bologna on it, and I ate it, and it had white cheese, and I was like, white cheese, that's weird.
Yeah. Have you had the bologna sandwich from Tanya's Country Kitchen?
No.
I don't get bologna
The
sandwiches.
bologna's like this thick. It's fucking awesome.
Like,
Really?
wait,
It's
one
fried.
slice is that thick?
Yeah. It's
Fried.
awesome. Yeah.
I've never
Fried
had a
bologna.
fried bologna sandwich.
Tastes like a hot dog.
Fried bologna sandwiches
Well,
are
just
great.
get a hot dog.
No,
then.
it tastes better,
This is gotta be.
but similar to a hot dog.
Do you know what's weird? Have you ever eaten a cold hot dog?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a cold, like
Yeah.
just out of the fridge, you ate a hot dog.
Every kind of way you can eat a hot dog, I've eaten.
You ate a cold hot dog? It's
I've
gross.
eaten a hot dog from an animal.
Who are you
Aaron.
talking to?
They're
I
all
don't
from
know.
animals.
A whole
Like-
hot dog?
Like thinking
No, I
about
took
like
it from the animal and ate it.
like thinking about hot dog and bologna sandwiches. They're like made of the same thing.
Yeah.
But a cold bologna sandwich makes sense to me. But
Yeah.
a cold out of the fridge hot dog
Yeah.
seems gross.
Sure, no, it is.
Well, they're not as tender.
Like I don't know what, but it's like made of the same stuff. You know?
I mean,
It's
they're fully
weird.
cooked.
It
Aaron.
depends.
I know
There's
they
different
are.
kinds
A
of hot
lot
dogs.
of cold food seems
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, but like it's not like I'm saying like an apple versus a hamburger. Like I'm saying like bologna is like
Yeah.
made of the exact same stuff that hot dog's made of.
I got you.
But that bologna sandwich cold, I'm okay with.
Yeah.
But grabbing a hot dog and just putting it on a bun and eating it
Yeah.
sounds gross to me.
Sure.
Well, they're not always made of the exact same stuff. It's like ratios. And hot dogs, there's like beef ones, and there's like beef, pork, and chicken ones.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah, like Hebrew National versus like
Bratwurst.
yes.
I love a
Did you say
bratwurst.
Brat's worst?
Brat's worst hot dog.
I was going to say, yeah. This guy's name is Brat. He's like, I just want to make a shitty hot dog, and people buy a lot of them.
Dude, like,
But yeah.
He's just Brat's worst hot dogs.
well, my little kids, when they were younger, you know what I mean, they would open up the fridge and just grab a hot dog, eat it.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
they'd leave
I
it
used
on
to
the,
do
then,
that.
then they leave it like half eaten on the floor with the
I never
refrigerator
did
door
that.
fucking open.
I
Like,
never
God
did
damn
that.
it.
My nephew Hunter, when he was living with us, he just kept eating cheese. He'd go and grab a single slice of cheese, and he'd go through like a whole pack of cheese in a day. Like, damn it, I ate cheese. So the kid is eating cheese all the
Yeah.
time.
Bet he was constipated,
What?
too.
Melanie did that till she threw up when she was a kid, and then she didn't want cheese ever again.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love cheese.
I love
Well,
cheese,
I mean,
too.
she
Cheese is so good.
She'll eat it now like on a hamburger melted or on pizza, but she
But
won't
not
eat
by
it raw.
itself.
Yeah.
I haven't
She
had a
usually just eat
hamburger.
those Kraft singles like
I haven't
yeah.
had a hamburger without cheese, like ever.
Maggie had
Can't
a
ever think of it.
similar thing with milk on cereal because she like let her milk. She didn't finish eating her food, and like it got all soggy, and her parents made her finish it, and like it made her sick, and she's never had
Damn.
milk on cereal since.
Nope.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
She has milk in a cup, and she has dry cereal in a bowl.
Yep.
What is she? How does she eat with a spoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, she eats the cereal with a spoon, and she just takes a dry spoonful of like sugar frosted flakes.
I had to do that
Crunch,
yesterday
crunch,
because we were out of
crunch,
milk. I was just eating this.
Just dry
Damn.
cereal.
Just eating this dry
Hey,
cereal.
when that happens, I give up. I put it back in the box or put the bowl in the fridge and wait.
Yeah, if I don't have milk for cereal, I go hungry.
It was already in the bowl. I like went to the fridge. There was no milk in there.
I just pour it
Isn't
back.
that, isn't that a fucking thing right there? Right
I
there?
hate
God
that so
damn
much.
it.
I will never grab the cereal before I look to see if I have milk.
Yeah.
Because if I don't have milk for like I don't like doing like cookies or like cake. Like I remember there was a time I was like, man, I want a piece of cake, and I opened the fridge and there was no milk. I'm like, well, not having cake.
And you never had cake again.
I just walked away. You know, like I gotta have milk.
No,
with
this
it.
isn't like wrestling with you, Shane.
I didn't have cake then. I never had it again. But no, I don't know. I've never had a cold hot dog. It just sounds gross in my head.
It is gross.
Is it?
yeah, it's
Well,
not,
why'd you do it?
Well,
it's
I
not
was
super
hungry.
pleasant.
I would have died,
You
James.
can warm it up.
I was in the woods. I would have died.
You could have stuck on
What?
the
In the
sun.
woods?
You could have stuck on a rock and put in the sun for 20 minutes.
I would have to
And
wait
then
20
ants
minutes.
would have gotten it.
Yeah,
Have
20
you guys
minutes?
ever
That's
had
how
a-
you get ants.
Any of you guys ever had a cold hot dog?
Yeah.
No, I don't
No.
think.
Yeah, I've never. It's just I don't know. Something about it. It just sounds like.
Aaron,
it's not right.
what the fuck happened to you this week? Like, anyone have this cold hot dog? It's terrifying.
I just
You had a
wonder-
cold hot dog?
I just wonder if anyone else.
This is like a joke that you told that one person laughed at, except This is like a terrible food.
All right, you caught me.
You know what I'm saying?
I haven't really had this experience. I had it a lot more when I was a bachelor, but like I was looking at the dry cereal
you were a
bowl.
what?
Bachelor.
I thought you said a
Listen.
bastard.
No.
Bachelor.
Jesus.
Listen.
You're a bastard.
I
Sure.
mean, you've been a bastard.
And like I was trying to ask myself like, what is acceptable to put in this?
In your dry cereal?
Yeah, like what else could I try?
Like orange juice?
Well, chocolate milk
chocolate
with,
milk is
with
the
cocoa
obvious.
pebbles.
Well, there wasn't any milk.
He's been watching Cowboy Bebop. He's like, beer.
Yeah, that's what I thought of.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything else that you can put in cereal.
I put coffee in my cereal
Hershey
one time.
syrup.
That was pretty good, actually.
Yeah. What?
It has to be a very specific kind of cereal, though.
Like, okay.
I mean, it wasn't Fruit Loops. I'll tell you that much. I can't remember.
Rice Krispies.
No, I can't remember
think it
exactly what
worked
it
with
was,
chocolate.
but
I'm saying, like, just Hershey syrup into there. You know, you got Frosted Flakes, just pour a bunch
just
of
like
Hershey
with,
syrup.
with cocoa
No.
wheats. With you and
It's too
cocoa
much.
wheats.
It's too much.
It gets better with age, that joke.
But like when I lived on 2nd Street, like
That's just too much chocolate, man. It wouldn't taste good.
no, it wouldn't at all.
I don't make the rules, man.
That's why I
You
said-
don't.
That's,
That's why it doesn't work.
That's what I'm saying. Frosted Flakes. You know, use that Hershey syrup in there.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it like mini wheats. Eating mini wheats with dry.
Yeah.
They're just so hard, crunchy.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. I could do that.
Yeah.
Fruit Loops, I could. I could eat that dry.
Jeez.
I think it would
fine.
depend on the cereal.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've had like a baggie of, like a lunch bag of Fruit Loops before, and I've eaten them dry.
When you were a kid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even in, like later in life, like going to college or something like that, it's like, I need to eat breakfast on my way to college, but I don't want to take a bowl full of wet cereal with me in the car. So I'll just dump a whole bunch of Fruit Loops in a bag and just eat it as I'm
How
driving.
similar are cold hot dogs to those smelly Vienna sausages that Shane eats?
You know,
I've had
I don't know.
those.
Those are pretty similar.
That's
aren't
probably
they?
pretty similar.
I, mean,
I
I
hate
guess
those.
they're warm.
Then those are gross.
That's pretty
They're
gross.
like room
they're-
temperature.
they're
Yeah,
like,
because they're canned.
They're canned and they're kind of cured. You know, it's like
They do have a
it's-
bit more of a smoky taste.
Well, there's vinegar. It's
Yeah.
it's used as, like there's vinegar to
Mhm.
you know it's
Rather than salty, it's more of a bitey.
And Vienna
kinda-
sausages are very very tender. They're
And-
like pudding.
Like
Yeah.
They melt in your
mush.
mouth.
There's
You
also
drop
dog-
them and they just.
there's also like opposed to hot dogs, Vienna sausages have this gross factor. So that just saying.
Yeah.
Hey, don't knock it
like-
till you tried it.
I've tried it. I've tried
I've
it.
tried it too.
I'm gonna go downstairs to get mine out of the cupboard and try it now.
No, because
please.
you'll open it downstairs and I'll smell it up here.
It just
He'll eat them up here. It'd be terrible.
hot dogs are better than hamburgers.
Depends.
I
don't
don't
know.
like that at all.
It depends on the hamburger. It depends on the hot
I'll
dog.
tell you
I
what,
mean, I've had hot dogs that have been better than some hamburgers. I've
Yeah,
had.
Yeah.
I was gonna say hot dogs can
But
be
like-
better than
The
some
hot dogs-
hamburgers.
At their peak, I think the peak hamburger is better than the peak hot dog.
That's true.
yeah, but hot dog you just warm it up,
I would
ketchup,
say-
mustard,
Yeah,
baby.
there's
I
amount
would
of
say
effort.
generally
you have some
speaking.
ramen noodles. You watch a movie.
Like you don't have to put a whole lot of effort into a hot dog to
True.
make it good. You
Very
gotta
true.
put a decent amount of effort into a burger to make it good.
Like
That
when I
is
go to a
true
barbecue, you know, what I mean, there's like more than 10 people there, and like they're making the burgers or just throw them on this plate and everything.
And all dried out. 'cause
Yeah,
they were on there
I'm
too
getting the
long.
hot
Yeah.
dogs, brother. You know, what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
Yeah,
get
I'm
you.
getting a hot dog too.
But as I was saying, like it depends on if you go to a restaurant and you get a choice of like you can either have a hamburger or you can have a hot dog. Like if I'm going to a restaurant where like they're actually going to spend time making something like that, I'm probably gonna go with the
The
hamburger.
hot dog's on
you
the
know?
kids menu for a reason,
right? Yeah.
and not on the main menu.
I mean, like I feel like I've done so many different things to hot dogs to make them different and make them good. You know, like it's not always just a hot dog for me.
Yeah,
you know?
but like a spicy Italian sausage, like kind of hot dog
oh, it's
thing, and like a gourmet bun. That's pretty damn good,
no,
man.
that's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
But man, there's some gourmet burgers out there
Yeah.
too that you can
Oh,
get
no,
with
I know,
like
yeah.
cheese
You
and
can
stuff
see-
inside of it. And
Yeah, but
You can
also
see those
have
on
to
Cooking
consider-
with Blind Wave.
You also have to consider like the cost. Like a really good gourmet burger is probably going to be like, $10 to $15, but you can get 2 hot dogs for like $6, and they
Yeah.
taste good.
I know you shouldn't say gourmet hot
You,
dogs.
yeah, you get a
Well,
shitty hot dog.
from the same place of the same approximate value and ingredients.
You can get a shitty hot dog, put it in the microwave for way too long. It splits apart, still great.
Yeah, in fact, it's better.
It's this.
It's just
You can't
better.
fuck it up.
No,
As long as
It's
hot,
like
it's
when you
good.
kind of char your hot dog a little bit over
Yeah.
a campfire.
Yeah.
You can simulate that by putting a hot
No,
dog in
yeah.
a microwave too long.
especially if you start a little slit in one side, so it like as it splits open, it like curls a little bit
Yeah.
and it sticks to the
And then-
plate.
and
It's so good.
in that split open, you put chili or
Yep.
sauce
At
or
some
something.
point,
Yeah,
though, you have to
man.
eat it with a fork if it goes too long.
Or
My mom used to
Well,
buy these hot
sometimes you
dogs.
got to
They
get
had
a
let it
cheddar
curl
spatula
inside.
and you got to scrape it off the walls and then you got to just lick it off.
Or let it curl up completely like a snail and put it in a hot dog bun. Or
Like
in
a
a
snail.
burger bun, rather. Instead of a hot dog bun.
Dude, I prefer boiled hot dogs. I have
Really?
to say, yeah. Like I
don't
mean, I
know.
normally microwave them, but I grew up eating them just boiled, and then my mom would take that water and throw ramen noodles in it,
Aaron, what about
and that's So I prefer them boiled. I think they're more tender.
like
They
a
are more
summer
tender.
sausage? Because that's close to like cold hot dog. Because I eat that cold and it's great, especially if it has
Boiled,
like
Lenny.
pieces of like jalapeno and cheddar in it.
Like a summer
Yeah,
sausage, you
that's
cut it,
pretty
you put
good.
on crackers
Yeah.
with cheese
Yeah.
and stuff.
Even just eating it.
Yeah.
I mean, I still slice it. I don't just fucking
Dude, in
tear
high
it
school-
into-
in high
those
s-
are great.
In high
Yeah.
school, I used to walk around with a big thing of summer
Yeah.
sausage and just haven't taught my books. And
I feel
would
like I
eat
look-
it in
Warren's
class.
IGA has that awesome
Yeah,
summer
I go there
sausage.
during lunch.
I don't know what I'm picturing, but what I'm picturing reminds me more of like the different like jerky kind of things you get, where like
This is
No.
like
It's like a
it's like a
salami.
big salami that you cut in slices.
Yeah.
It's
And you
probably
have, like,
about,
a round, but it would
probably
be kind
about
of
like this big.
It's always next to that
Yeah.
stuff.
It's got like a paper.
the cheese.
so it's like
Tubing.
it's a sandwich.
No.
No,
It's
you
like
put on
for-
like a cracker.
maybe,
Yeah.
but I'll just eat it.
We're gonna take this live and go to somewhere right now and have him try some summer
The
sausage.
thing
No.
I'm picturing is like either more like a jerky or more like a pepperoni. Like a pepperoni.
more like a pepperoni.
It's more like a
stick.
It's
pepperoni.
more like a pepperoni.
It's like
It's not like.
5 times
Yeah.
thicker than
yeah.
this.
And you just cut
Yeah.
that and you put them on. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
had that on crackers.
It's probably about like this big around.
I don't relate
It's
to hot
softer
dog.
than pepperoni.
But like you put that in the fridge.
It's not like a
Yeah.
hard cured.
guess
It's also
It's
eat it
nothing
cold,
like
too.
a hot dog. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking of like meats that you eat cold. You know.
Yeah.
it's a very
Cold
great
cut.
salty cured meat. I love it. Because I got in
Sometimes
trouble
you get like.
because I had a plastic butter knife and I would take it in class and I had my books. I'd eat it on my
Yeah.
desk, and then I almost got in trouble. And then there was like this debate if I should get like alternative learning for having a knife. But they're like, nah, it's a plastic knife. Like, what are we going to do, people? But nowadays, I would definitely get in trouble.
Yeah.
Back then, they were still in the line.
Now you get sporks and that's it.
trying to cut country fried steak with a spork,
Speak the whole thing up, you man.
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but I got my potatoes and my corn already on top.
Dip it.
I can remember in school getting like silver or not silver, but like metal silverware.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore, huh?
No.
Same areas they do.
Do they?
Yep.
That's a privilege.
That's because
Yeah.
they pay for them.
Yeah. All the. Every single one of those kids that go there are rich.
But like you get a knife, you get a fork.
Yeah.
you get a
Let me tell you.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
And a napkin.
I did get
What?
expelled there for a year.
And
though.
a napkin. You
What
get
for?
The next topic.
Fantastic Beasts 3 will be co-written by Harry Potter screenwriter after Crimes of Grimmauld flop.
Which one?
Grindelwald.
Oh, did it flop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it flopped.
The second
not
one
do
flopped
well.
pretty hard.
Yep.
So, so far the scripts, let's see. With previous 2 films, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and The Crimes of Grindelwald, Grindelwald, were solely scripted by Harry Potter creator J.K. Rowling.
Yep.
The author will be getting co-byline with Steve Kloves,
Oh,
who
what?
helped adapt the original Harry Potter books
Yeah,
for the films. for
nice.
the
He's the
third film.
screenwriter for all of the other movies. That's cool.
That's
really?
great news.
Yeah.
So
All of them?
Grindelwald was
Yeah.
written by J.K.?
The
The
script
screenwritten.
for the
Yeah.
first 2 Fantastic Beasts.
The first 2 movies, she did the screenplay.
Yeah.
And I think I don't love those movies, but I think they read like the screenplay reads like it would be a much better book. You
Yeah.
know? 'Cause
Yeah,
they're,
probably.
They're a little long, and there's like some things where you're like, oh, this would be cool to like be here for a bit, and then you're gone, you're going off to something
Yeah.
else and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, she's great, Arthur. Can't do it.
She can
Yeah,
write.
she's
She
amazing.
write well.
She write well for book, but not for movie.
It's
Yeah.
a different art.
It's
It
a
is a
different art.
much
Yeah,
different
it's a
art.
different art.
It's a different skill set.
It's great to
Yeah.
have her with someone else.
It's like sculpting
Yeah,
versus
Steve- yeah.
maybe painting or something.
I think he did every single Harry Potter screenplay.
Really?
Steve Cloves. Clovis or Cloves? I think it's Cloves.
You watch too much Star Wars.
Yeah, I know, right?
Clovis.
I already exited out, Eric.
No, I get you.
You have to
Anyway,
now.
I'm pretty
Gracious.
sure. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So, well, that's exciting. That's cool.
I can't wait to do the next Harry Potter now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the next commentary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to have a book club, man.
On early access on Saturday, you guys can check out the commentary for Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of
It's
Fire.
it's a good one.
That was a fun
It's
one.
a good one, yeah.
We need to do some James Bond movies.
What's your favorite Harry Potter movie?
3.
3?
Yeah.
I love Goblet, but
No, it's good. I like 5 too.
but 7 and
yeah.
9.
Wait, what? 9.
I mean 6 and 8.
Half-Blood Prince and
Part 2.
Okay, and then part 2. Okay.
Part 1 just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, and it's the
That's
least
why
exciting part of the book.
Yeah, it's
You
like
know?
the first half of the book.
That's why it's
yeah.
a part 1.
Yeah.
Because you got to build into part 2.
Yeah. I mean, I love Harry Potter, but I mean, you do get that thing where like when a writer gets so successful that they're not being edited much anymore. You know, like they don't have somebody going and be like, hey, do this, you know.
Like George Lucas in the prequels.
True, absolutely. You know, like where they're like, you know, just well, you're the person that started all this, so you put whatever you think is it, you know, should be in there. And sometimes it's good, and sometimes it's just like the first part of that Deathly Hallows, where it's like, man, we've been in the woods a real long time and nothing's happened.
The book didn't bother me.
It bothered me a little bit,
Yeah,
honestly,
but
but
the
I think it's
movie-
because I did it in like one day.
The movie really bothered me.
Yeah.
Because I knew like this shit. Like, I'm not gonna get to the good shit for like a year.
Yeah,
The
Sure.
book didn't bother me, but the movie definitely did.
See, I don't think I
But-
watched any of them in the theaters except
but,
for the last one.
Really?
Half-Blood Prince is so
Gotcha.
fucking good. You know,
Yeah, Steve Kloves-
especially the book.
yeah.
Steve
Especially
Kloves,
the
I
book
believe,
is
was
awesome.
the screenwriter for 1 through 5 and both parts of 7. But I didn't see a credit for him in 6.
For 6.
Yeah.
I know that once the 5th movie starts, it's the same director for the rest of them.
Yates, remember?
Yeah, David Yates.
David Yates.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just thinking about a joke that I heard yesterday.
You're right. The animation for the Deathly Hallows thing was awesome.
Oh yeah, for the Tale of Three Brothers.
Especially when you're reading that, and it's like, well, how are they going to do it in the movie?
That's
and they do
great.
it unbelievably well.
Very-
I'm not saying
very
I don't
good.
like the movie at all. I'm saying I love all those movies, and that's my least favorite one.
Sure. Yeah, I get you.
I had this argument yesterday
Did you?
with Aaron about Star Wars. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I was like, I didn't talk about Harry Potter at all.
No, just like I can love these so much and still pick among them which ones I like more.
I have a really easy time with like, what's your favorite Harry Potter versus what's your favorite Star Wars?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't love the first one, as you know, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I don't love it. You know, like they get better and better to me once you
Yeah.
start getting into the mythology and the villain. And
Sure.
the first one is an unbelievably great kids book and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Star Wars, same thing for me.
The joke that I was thinking of was picturing like a prospective employee and a manager being interviewed,
Mm.
and the manager's asking the applyee.
Yep.
It's like there's a 4-year gap in your
Resume.
resume here. Can you explain that? It's like, oh yes, I went to Yale. It's like, oh wow, that's impressive.
Okay.
You've got the job. Oh, thank you. I really need this job.
Jail. Nice.
Nice.
I get it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Is it because I said Yates?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say like job interview, and the guy asked what his favorite Star Wars or Harry Potter movie was, and that's like a big part of the
And
interview.
that's part of the interview. And he's like, well, that was incorrect. Goodbye.
You chose poorly.
Well, I have a meme picture of our interview with Akasan.
How mean is it? Oh,
Meme.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
Oh, that's funny. Man,
That
Joker
was
was so
pretty
good.
God,
Yeah.
I got to see that,
Isn't
man.
there like one part of that thing left that he hasn't released or something?
Yeah,
Is it one?
Yeah.
at least one.
I think there's at least one
Yeah.
left. So,
I think last time it came out, he said it was going to be out next week. So I don't know.
well, he did like 2 parts, like a week apart or 2 weeks apart.
Yeah.
There was
No,
one, and
they
then
were-
there was nothing, and
They
then
were
there was
further than
2,
that,
and then
yeah.
3.
Oh, okay. So
And
that's,
then
that's
there's
what I'm thinking
nothing.
of. Is like
Yeah.
he did 2, and he's like another one coming out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I
Okay.
think there's one more. I don't think it ended, did it?
Mm.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. I need to see Joker still. I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Joker?
No,
I
I
thought
was
we were
waiting.
gonna I thought we were gonna react to it. Me and Aaron.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
waiting.
okay.
Who else saw it?
I did.
Everyone,
I
but
did.
everyone but me and you.
Yeah.
Oh, you 3 did, so just we didn't? Okay.
And Carmen.
And
Yeah.
Carmen, yeah.
That's true.
Carmen watched it too. She's in the review.
Man, I still want to go see. I haven't seen Terminator yet.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Terminator.
I really want to see
Seen-
that. Maybe we'll wait for that too.
No, I'm going to go see it. I'll do a review with Eric then.
Oh, yeah. That'll be good.
Yeah, I guess I'll save myself then.
I just haven't been able to talk about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I looked at a couple reviews since then, you know, just to vent my feelings or whatever.
I haven't
But
done
I haven't
that.
been able to actually talk
To
about
vindicate
it myself.
yourself.
Yeah. Well, no, not even to do that.
Well,
Just to see
most
what,
reviews are pretty positive.
just to see
No.
what other things.
Venting his views could be like, you know, like excited for it and wanting
Yeah.
to talk about
No,
cool
yeah, I
stuff,
mean-
or being mad about it and wanting to talk about terrible things.
They're
or-
just in the comment section.
Right, exactly.
Rick's
But
on- Rick's
no,
on
for me,
there.
it was like, wait, so I'm confused by this part. I just want to go and look at, like, you know, some message boards or something, people being, like, discussing lore, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of
Gotcha.
thing.
Make sure it's not something you misunderstood or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah, I've done that. Rick goes on there like, what should I think? I'm just
No.
kidding. I'm just kidding, Rick.
Not anymore. He started listening to us more now.
Yeah.
Which could be
But
more dangerous.
I gotta be honest. A lot of the reviews I did see, like, there were a lot of different ones, but
Yeah,
I
knew
don't want to color anybody's expectations.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want any expectations. I already am expecting Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Diego Luna, right?
Gabriel.
I thought you were talking about the
Gabriel
Nicolas Cage movie. I was like, if that's what you're expecting, those are some expectations.
Oh, yeah. No.
So what's up?
Well, I got one thing left.
Gabriel Luna.
Okay.
Sounds right.
Well, it's a small thing, but it's something I would be excited about if I didn't already own them on Blu-ray. But just like days after Studio Ghibli announced that their movies weren't going to be streamed anywhere, apparently they're going to be on HBO Max.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
A lot of stuff's
Okay.
going to be over there, apparently.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
Like, HBO Max has been, like, collecting all kinds of stuff, I guess.
There's gonna be a lot, man.
And speaking of that,
Dude, this week is gonna be crazy because we got Mandalorian on Tuesday. Rick and Morty comes back on Sunday,
Doesn't
so we're gonna have to add that to our Monday schedule. It's gonna be a lot of good stuff
I don't think I'll be caught up.
with Rick and Morty.
You gotta try.
It might
Dude,
actually be easier than Ruby.
you easily
Yeah.
could catch up with Rick and Morty over a
It's
weekend.
going to be less episodes than
If you
Ruby.
want
But I don't think I can watch Rick and Morty with Evie.
No. you
Yeah,
Whereas I could with Ruby.
sure. It's a cartoon.
And she was jazzed.
Yeah, no, I get you. Ruby started
What's on
too.
our schedule tomorrow? Maybe you can knock out half of them.
But speaking of HBO Max, Green Lantern Strange Adventures series from Greg Bellatani is in the works.
Berlanti.
Yeah, Berlanti.
Berlanti.
Yep.
So there's a Green Lantern and then another series. Is that what it's called?
Strange Adventures.
Okay, I don't know what Strange
There's a
Adventures
Green
is.
Lantern series?
Yes. It's Greg Berlanti, but it's going to be on HBO Max, which I think is where Titans and
They keep moving him
stuff
all over
will
the
end up
place.
being there. Well, it's because he just has a deal with WB. It's not about CW.
So
Like, he just has a deal with Warner Brothers to produce television.
See, I keep on looking. I'm like, well, he's doing this. Why the hell isn't it connected with the rest of my shit? That's what I keep looking at.
So Strange Adventures is described as a DC superhero anthology that will feature characters from across the DC canon.
Oh.
The one-hour drama will explore close-ended stories about the intersecting lives of ordinary humans and superhumans.
Okay, so it's kind of like What If.
Details on Green Lantern are being kept under wraps.
Okay. You guys definitely had a conversation without me, right, about Game of Thrones, Star Wars
yeah.
thing? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah, well, I mean, Green Lantern, that's going to be just extremely CG intensive. So, but putting it on something like HBO, it's not bad. I mean, HBO Max, but still, HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see which
Okay.
actor you choose for Green Lantern and which version of Green Lantern do you choose, you know?
I would like to see Jon Stewart Green Lantern, I think, would be cool.
What about that
Yeah.
third one that's on
Guy
Young
Gardner?
Justice? Yeah. He's kind
He's
of
pretty fun.
interesting.
He's an asshole. But Jon Stewart Green Lantern might be cool.
HBO Max is launching May 2020. Will cost $15 a month.
15.
Yep. HBO costs $15 a month on its own through cable providers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this will have.
This will have
More.
so much.
So
yeah.
much more.
But
I had it
15's a
for-
lot.
I had
I mean, it is.
Yeah, it is. I
a
had it
month.
for a little while for Game of Thrones, and there's some really cool stuff on there, and there's
Yeah.
always like good movies, even if they're old.
Yeah.
But what was that show with David Hayter? He's like a killer trying to be an actor. Was that HBO?
Barry.
Or was that
yeah,
Showtime?
Barry.
Or was that Showtime?
I
Barry.
can't remember.
HBO Barry.
Okay.
Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Barry. Yeah, I really wanted to see that. I heard it was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I have bits and donations.
Already?
Awesome.
Breadstick.
Alicia has resubscribed for 18 months. Aaron is my favorite. Just don't tell him that.
Too
Wait, you
late.
told me. I called her Icky earlier.
You did.
Yep. That's what you get.
ZD has resubscribed for 14 months.
Thank you, ZD.
Thank you.
Crimson with 50 bits. Can I ask to get a Black Clover on the reaction poll? It's a great show. I think you guys would love it. It's become my favorite anime right now because I'm caught up with it in sub maybe after Cowboy Bebop ends.
Maybe.
Maybe we got to do that poll soon. Big
Yeah.
poll for the year.
There is a poll coming soon, yeah. Oh, you mean the big one at the
big
beginning
one.
of the next year?
Big
Oh, the
one.
survey.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 2020.
To 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, more wrestling.
Hopefully Berserk does a little better this year.
Now,
Hopefully Stargate does too.
Klepto with 95 bits.
Thank you, Klepto.
Thank you.
And Klepto comes out of nowhere, throws the bits at Blindwave crew, yelling, "Pocket bits!" and running away.
Oh.
Pockets.
It's like that monkey throwing shit.
Exactly.
Anna has resubscribed for 7 months.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anna.
Agent J for 13 months.
Agent J.
Agent J.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Rick. We should look at redemptions before you go through all these.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of something
Okay.
like squats. So at least that way I can do them while you do this.
All right.
You? You think it's gonna be you?
I think so.
Okay.
The slaps were turned off half of the thing because I turned them off for
Last week.
for my stream of Jackbox because I didn't feel like I should subject Adam or Don.
Hey, if they're coming here and they're trying to do some blind wave nights or whatever the hell that is, they should be ready.
Just so you guys know, you've been legitimized by Aaron.
I'm saying they're coming. They better get slapped. That's the rules.
That was a fun stream as well. All right. Well, so let's see. Squats from Ian. Aaron, my God, I think I fixed it. He's been having trouble using his blind wave bucks to redeem anything.
He said he didn't
months.
have his stream elements connected to his Twitch or something.
Well, that would be why, Ian.
Well, he's used them. So Aaron, you got 10 squats from him. You have push-ups from him as well. Sorry, Aaron, but I'm gonna go nuts with these now. I have returned.
Why me?
Light slap Rick slap Calvin for being the only one to die during.
Let's look through all the squats because I think I have multiple squats. That way I can just start squatting
All
and
right.
read through other things.
All right, so I have some squats too.
Oh, do you?
So Ian, no, you only have 10 squats.
Oh, really? What do I keep seeing? Do they not go through?
I mean, there are a lot of squats, but
I only have 10?
you only have 10.
Okay. All right. A lot of sit-ups or anything? I just kept seeing redeem and my name. I'm like, fuck, I got to do a lot of something.
Get slapped.
I mean, there's
Probably
some slaps.
what it is. I just got to
Yeah.
get slapped a shit ton.
I think you were looking at slaps.
Damn it. All right. Well, slap me later. Finish
few of
going
those.
through the other stuff.
All right. I'm going to redeem one for interrupting.
What? I was trying to save us time.
I can't remember if I said Agent J for 13 months, but thank you, Agent J.
Thank you, J.
Yeah.
You did.
So yeah, Ian with 22 months.
Mm-hmm.
He loved the one shot. Brother Tone,
Good.
Tier 3, 29 months. Happy anniversary, my brothers.
Damn, Tone. Thank
Hey,
you
man.
so much.
We love you, dude. Thank you for everything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome Star Wars box here recently too.
Yeah.
Hilding with 200 bits. Hey,
Weekly loving?
here's the weekly loving. By the way, are you guys excited for Fallen Order? Just a week away.
Yep.
yeah.
Super excited.
Just
Super,
a
super
week
duper excited.
away.
Chris Z resubscribed for 4 months.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tintin Who with 100 bits.
Thank you, Tintin.
Thank you.
Tintin.
Angelic Hope with 6 months.
Thank you.
Thank you, Angelic.
HGR Claus subscribed for the first time.
Thank you, H.
Claws. Thank
Welcome
The
to your doom.
The claw.
Thank you, Peter Doom.
Ah.
No, not that one. It's coming to get you. Huh? You know, Shane?
Huh?
Liar, liar.
Yeah.
The claw.
Great gift, Dad. Thanks, son.
Thanks, son.
I'm glad my gift.
Top screen
Put it
100
together.
bits.
Yay, 100
Thank
bits.
you.
Thank
Top
you,
screen.
man.
Top screen.
He's a constant. He's a rock.
Thank you.
Tucker 100 bits. Class got done early today, so I'm able to catch the stream for a bit.
Yay.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
DT3 with 10 bits. 5 days until The Mandalorian. Not long until Fallen Order.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thank you.
Dark Saint Discord resubscribed for 2 months.
Thank you.
DJ, thank you.
Thank you.
Hope you're enjoying it.
Void Malachi 5 bits.
Thank you, Void.
Thank you.
Crimson 30 bits. Rick, do you watch the D&D series Critical Role? That the voice actor for Captain Levi, Matt Mercer, does. And Shane, did your son beat Final Fantasy 7 yet?
No, he did not beat it. He started Ocarina of Time.
He gave up.
He kind of wants to restart it because he
Did
missed
you
a
fuck
couple.
something up?
He missed a couple summons. Back then, like when you miss something, you can't go back. He was
yeah.
open worldy.
Yeah.
And like he stopped playing for a while, started playing Ocarina of Time, and yeah, I mean it's both those games you need to be focused. Yeah, I don't think you could be playing a bunch of games at once. So we'll see.
Gotcha.
I've tried Critical Role, but I've never been able to get into it.
Critical Role.
Jimmy
I've been watching it.
resubscribed for 4 months.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Jimmy.
you, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Chazzy Black Onyx with 100 bits. Aaron, what were your thoughts on Pokemon Sword and Shield cutting half of the Pokemon. Well, we talked about that. But
We-
thank
Yeah.
you for the bits.
We did
Thank
talk
you.
about it.
Jackie.
I haven't looked up anything just so that I'm like I don't even know what the evolutions of the starters I don't think are.
Okay.
Like what they go into for like their final evolutions and stuff.
Sorry.
There's bigger versions of them, Aaron.
Well, I mean, it's always bigger versions in some way. Sometimes it's really cool, and sometimes it's kind of like that's what it is.
Are there any
you know?
that get smaller? Like
No.
more condensed, like diamonds?
None of the starters.
Frieza.
Yeah, not starters typically. I'm gonna sit here trying to think of one. Go ahead.
Crimson, 10 bits. Rick, how much to get you on Hot Ones? How much would it take? And Eric or Shane, would you be on Hot Ones if you were asked?
What is that?
Would I be able to market myself for one
It's
of the most
the Hot
successful
Wings interview
YouTube
show.
videos
Don't
ever?
think I
Yeah,
last.
sure.
I would even take that bullet.
Yeah, exactly.
I would if I was asked.
I would 100% go. Yeah.
There's zero chance that Sean Evans would give a shit about us to put us on that thing.
Right.
He's getting everybody now.
Yeah. He's getting yeah.
You got
Yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
He's not getting Kevin Smith.
Well, okay, he didn't want Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith's too small.
He's
He's a
too
vegan,
small
right?
for that. You know.
Anyway,
All right. Void Malachi with 5 bits. Wire Slap's not available. It's fixed.
Imagine Rick eats like one. He's like he's just running around the whole place after one wing.
I just flipped the table.
It's over. They got one question in.
He just throws the hot sauce at Sean Evans and he runs out.
I coordinate with them where it's like the end of that set, and I just burn the place down.
They're moving the next day anyway.
All right, Crimson, 20 bits. Aaron, how are you enjoying Modern Warfare? Because since I've started at GameStop these past 3 weeks, I've probably sold 20 or more copies combined with Xbox and PlayStation. Just curious.
No, I mean, multiplayer I have fun with. The campaign has been definitely like a war experience kind of campaign. So like, you feel like you're in the middle of war as opposed to like, I'm just fighting. You know, it's not like a paintball match where like
Or like a light
hey, look,
gun game.
Here's my good guys. There's my bad guys. You're like, there's much more to it. So I really like it a lot. And multiplayer is fun. Run around. I'm trying to snipe everybody I can. Snipe
Nice.
it.
You're getting too old for that.
No, Rick, my sniping was so good in the campaign. I felt like I was doing pretty good. I had to wind and distance, and
Nice.
it was fun. They were just lining up like sand people too. It was-
Single file.
they were like running up the hill. There's like 3 of them in a row. I'm just like, pew, and they just they all die. I'm like, what? All right. I'm just shooting as fast as I can.
Garrick Loran with 100 bits. Hey guys, any chance you'll react to the Blizzard cinematics from BlizzCon? If not, you should at least check them out on your own.
Has anyone seen them yet?
I haven't seen
I have
them.
no.
Nope. Haven't seen them.
I don't play
But
any of
thank
those
you.
games.
I didn't figure. Yeah, like I don't know if you guys play like any of them. Rick's played Diablo in the past.
I played Diablo
think,
1 and 2.
but there's no Hearthstone stuff. You're not WoW person, Overwatch person.
No, but I can't appreciate Blizzard intro cutscenes because they have been some of the best in the business since they've started.
Yeah.
Warcraft.
They used to play them in Walmart. Remember, like in
StarCraft.
electronics. They're just on a TV. I just stabbed them.
Yeah. I mean, I watched some of this stuff with Melanie just because I'm like, well, I know that she's interested in her and I can talk about some of this stuff and whatnot. But like, there's some like I watched the WoW expansion one, which I don't know if any of you guys would be like, oh man, like I was watching like, man, Melanie, and I'm talking to her about it, and she's kind of like, I don't get it either. But
Yeah, I just found out a guy I went to school with works at Blizzard now. Yeah.
Cool. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my dad works at Blizzard, and he says no. You guys ever have a kid that did that at school? It's
Huh?
like, well, my dad works at Nintendo, and he says that. You ever have that?
No, because everyone went to
liar
school with
in
their
our
dads
school.
were doctors and lawyers.
There was one liar in our school who say that, and we would be like, "Oh my gosh, really?" He's like, "Yeah."
I
Never
don't.
I think
happened.
Aaron and I is the only one that really played too many video games.
Yeah, I do remember a guy in college who always was better or had something better or a better story, whatever than anybody
college?
else.
A one.
Yeah.
He was your professor.
one upper.
He wasn't my professor, but he was a professor.
A one upper.
I know exactly who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
right. He always had something
Fucking
better
one-uppers,
than
man.
we had something like
everybody
that. He
else.
lived kind of close to me. You guys don't talk about.
He's one upped him.
Yeah,
You did.
He did.
You did.
He did. Hey, you know what? But no, yeah, that's the closest I can think of somebody being like, yeah, well, my dad said this. It's just like I'd be talking about something else. He's like, well, I've heard from this person that this is what's going on. I'm like, how do you know? He's like, well, I've been to E3 and talked to this and that, and I have ends because of the college. I'm like, well, I don't know.
My dad caught a bullet with his bare hand.
Bad.
I had a friend that told me
no
like,
bullshit.
it was before any Dragon Ball Z figures had come out, or at least were available in the States. like this is a long time ago. But he was like, oh yeah, I was out of state. And they have them now. He's telling me all these crazy
Do
ones.
I know this friend?
Yeah, and all these crazy figures. I'm like, holy shit, that's amazing, And then I lied to him and said, yeah, my dad was in North Dakota and he found one. He brought it. He's gonna bring it to me. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. And he wants to say like, I made that up. He can't. You're lying. But if I point out you're lying, then I have to admit that I am.
Yeah.
This same friend told me that on the he saw a preview for Star Wars. I mean, for Ninja Turtles 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then like
That's so many.
and it was, but like it just they're going to release one a year.
Yeah.
And then like each turtle was gonna like basically have his own movie. It was almost like this
crazy.
Marvel Cinematic Universe, except I was like 9. It was before that
Sure.
idea came out. And then it showed like, and it was so detailed. Like, yeah, there's a shadow on the wall.
Yeah.
With like Splinter, the spike going through him.
Nice.
I remember a kid.
Oh man, fucking bastard.
I rode the bus. I was like in kindergarten. This guy was like a grade or 2 above me, and he was telling me about the Headless Horseman and how like he's out there and he's gonna come and get people and stuff. And I was like, oh, that sounds terrible. He's like, have you seen him? He's like, no, you can't see him. He's invisible. Like, he's invisible? Yeah. But if you take these, and he gave me like these 2 crayons, like melt these down and you can dump them on top of them, then you can see them.
What the
And I was like, oh, okay. And I had those crayons for like 2 days. I'm like, this is so weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy
Melt them on top.
melt them and you
Yeah.
can dump them on top of him.
Yeah, but you can't see him to dump it on him.
I don't know. It wasn't my story.
Just follow the instructions, Calvin.
These directions are unclear. I got my dick stuck in a ceiling fan.
Rick, continue.
All right.
Instructions unclear.
Kobe Wan subscribed.
Nice. Thank you, Kobe Wall.
It's a nice name.
Thank you, Kobe Wan.
G. Paul tipped $5. Hey guys, Whiplash here. I mean, G. Paul, I'm curious to know what is your favorite fast food places. If anyone says Taco Bell, I want my donations back.
Favorite?
I love Taco Bell. It's hard to say favorite. It just depends on the mood.
Fast food place.
But
I like
I never
Wendy's.
not feel like Taco Bell.
I like Wendy's a lot.
Probably Steak and Shake if that counts.
Is that fast food? It kind of is. There's a drive. As long as there's a drive-through, it counts, right?
Yeah,
Is that
Steak
how?
and
Is
Shake
that how it
counts.
works? Steak and Shake is pretty good. I like Wendy's a
I
lot.
like Wendy's.
Wendy's probably my
I
favorite.
guess, but
Like regular.
I don't know. Yeah.
See, I can't have Taco Bell without Wendy's.
True.
So they're basically the same for me.
See, if I'm gonna go to Taco Bell, I go to Qdoba now.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I always felt like Taco Bell, at the very least, always has consistent results.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go to Wendy's or like another
That's
place.
true.
It's fucking. It just sucks.
The most consistent thing about
Like
Taco Bell is
like
the
it's
wait
just
time.
tenders are
dry. Everything's
they're like
dried out.
Dry on top and soggy on
yeah,
the bottom.
The fries suck. Like
McDonald's fries, I always feel like are good.
Sometimes
Even Papa
know.
John's has failed us.
Yeah.
I would say.
At times.
But Taco Bell always. I never tasted.
They're consistent.
They're always consistent.
I would say,
Yeah.
ironically or coincidentally, Wendy's is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Because of the redhead.
Not because of that. Just it just is.
Yeah.
Just is. Okay. Aaron, A25, resubscribed for 18 months.
Thank you, A25.
Thank you.
Jack, or Jacques XD, for 2 months.
Thank you.
Thank you.
King Koopa with 100 bits. Hey guys, hypothetically, if Disney announced a Darth Bane television series,
Yes.
what would you want the series to go over, and what would the plot be?
Just follow the Darth Bane books.
Yeah, the books were good.
Is what you
Yeah.
have to
The
do
books
with Drew
are-
Karpyshyn.
Unbelievable, but
Yeah.
They were
I
good
probably
stories.
won't exactly follow them, but
No, they were good stories and stuff, and I think that if you go another way, then I have no idea what it would be.
You need to. I mean,
Like,
at the very
that's
least,
the
you have to
story I
show.
know.
You have to show the Jedi Sith War and why Darth Bane created the world. Too. That's what you have to do.
That's like the most impactful and interesting stuff, right?
Skinner has resubscribed for 8 months.
Thank you, Skinner.
Uncle
Thank you.
Sam,
Almost
thank you.
blind with Berber.
That first book. Yeah, I'm just thinking about that. That'd be great. Yeah.
did you actually read those books?
Yeah.
Really?
Path of Destruction.
I've like only ever read Drew Karpyshyn books, and that's the main one. Mainly just Drew Karpyshyn books.
They're fucking really
Like
good.
I read Revan. I've read the Bane books.
I didn't read Revan, but the Bane books have to be some of my favorite Star Wars books. So.
Revan was good. Loved it.
Dip has resubscribed at tier 2 for 22 months. 2 more months
Thank
for
you.
2 years. What's your favorite Halloween costumes you ever wore?
Thank you, Dip.
pirate stuff. I like pirate
I
stuff.
talked about my gargoyle costume.
I wore a Ninja
before.
Turtle like for 10 years. Yeah, I don't know.
Just outgrowing it, but you kept wearing it. Just
yeah, and
like
then I got
getting
in high
shorter on
school.
you.
Yeah, like sophomore, junior year, I was Ninja Turtles again.
Slender Man.
That's just you.
My first costume was a devil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe Spider-Man was fun. I remember like dressing up as Peter Parker, going to work, going in the bathroom, changing into my Spider-Man costume, coming back out, and people were like, "What the hell?" Because I just came in, they thought I was wearing my costume. No one else was wearing it. So that was a fun one, and I just ran up the whole time as Spider-Man.
Cool. Chris Fizz with 100 bits.
Thank you,
Would
Chris.
you guys ever do a bad movie commentary / reaction like you did for scary movies for Halloween?
We did Avatar,
I think he's asking more like,
The Last Airbender.
would you guys have like themed months?
Oh.
So like, would you have like a month that is just bad movies?
Maybe. That'd be fun.
I wouldn't say no to anything.
Do The Room,
except porn.
commentary.
I think I'm the only one that can maybe do commentaries on most of the bad movies.
Yeah, we tried to do reactions.
I could do it.
Well, you've
definitely.
seen The Room, but have you seen a lot of other bad movies too?
Yeah.
I've seen quite a few bad movies.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
You have. Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
I've
Yeah,
gone
I
to
haven't
the
seen that one
depths.
either.
You used to come up to me and speak to me about bad movies.
I was there when they were written.
Aaron needs to watch Your Height too.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen.
No. Isn't
Dragon
it
Ball.
For Your Height only?
For Your Height.
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
I haven't seen.
He's brought it up before.
I haven't seen The Happening.
No, ma'am, no. What? No.
Poor man.
All the Highlanders except the first one.
I've maybe seen those. Dude, what about what's that car one where all the cars start taking over and stuff? What's that called?
Oh,
Is that Stephen King?
Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah, Maximum
Yeah.
Overdrive. Oh man, I love that movie though.
With Emilio Estevez, right?
Estevez?
Estevez.
Yeah.
Emilio
Like
Estevez.
PewPie die.
Sounds like a villain from Zorro or something.
PewPie die.
Emilio Estevez as Zorro the Fox. Good.
Ryan Whittleson, 100 bits. Critical Role animated series coming to Amazon.
Yeah,
I did
Amazon,
See. Congrats to those guys, man. That's awesome.
Amazon signed a deal to
What was it?
make an animated series for
Critical
them.
Role animated series.
Critical Role animation.
Yeah, the one that was on Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Caddyshack 2. Why'd someone say Caddyshack 2?
I haven't seen it.
Huh?
Although I've heard it's like one of the worst.
I mean, it's not as good as 1, but have fun.
I'm not gonna die on the hill. I don't know.
Shift Poster with 40 bits. Love you guys' content. Keep it up.
Thank you,
Thank
Shift
you,
Poster.
Shift Poster.
Thank you.
Crimson, 20 bits. Thoughts on Demon Slayer so far? Do you have a favorite character so far?
Love it so far, and favorite the master, I guess, is pretty cool.
Master's probably
Yeah.
pretty good.
I really
Yeah,
like the
Master.
sister, but we haven't seen her in a bit.
Gil was cool.
Yeah.
I like the Master.
Kevin Feige, 100 bits. Big fan. I watch your streams while I'm not working on movies.
Oh, thanks. That's all you could give.
Jeez, man. Thank you, Kevin Feige.
Thank you, Kevin Feige.
He did give another 100. Have you guys ever thought about reacting to any foreign language stuff?
No, because they would have subs.
We have the conversation a lot,
Yeah.
and we always come to the same conclusion.
It's
Aaron
much
can't
more
read.
difficult to
But that might change one day.
have a immediate understanding and reaction of something
See, the one thing
than
too,
when
like,
you read it.
if we have subs, I feel like one thing will happen where like, especially like Rick. Rick always just like, I glanced at it, I read it, which I'll be going through probably, and he'll be like, ha ha, he'll be like, no, and I'll be like, wait, what happened?
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about that happening the most.
It might be the kind of thing to where like, whatever the first show is might be terrible, but like the 100th one that we did
Once it gets better,
might be good.
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe.
maybe,
I don't know.
maybe.
I just,
Because of our reading speed increasing.
there's just, I mean, there's so much out there to do that I don't feel like, well, we got to start scraping another barrel.
Yeah.
Open this one up now, you know?
It's also the thing like when you're watching the reaction, if the subtitles is in the footage,
Yeah.
like it's too small to read,
Yeah.
so you would have to blow it up, I guess.
It can be difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I have subtitles on with like normal stuff, but
Yeah.
it's not that I'm like, it's not that I have to read that to make sure I know what's going on either.
Sometimes
so,
you
like,
just catch things. It also helps me remember names better and
Yeah.
stuff. So
yeah.
So-
Definitely if I read something, I can intake it and keep it for longer.
A lot of times I have to turn it off because I'll read it way before the characters say it.
Yeah.
No,
And
yeah.
I'm like, hurry up and say it. I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
You're taking
Yeah.
too long.
It takes away the character or the actor's like
Deliverance.
delivery and everything. So sometimes I don't like it, but other times when there's like the music mix is really high or something like that, where you kind of need it.
You know, the thing I hate the most is when someone talks off screen and it's like
This
this
person's
person's
name.
named, and then you're like, oh my god, they're here already.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like
Yeah.
you wouldn't know that otherwise, and I hate that stuff.
Let's see. I think we've got 2 left. Crimson with 10 bits. Would you guys want a Star Killer show or a Galen Merrick show on Disney Plus and be played by Sam?
I mean, if someone came up to me and said, "Hey, do you want these?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I'm not a.
I don't know.
think
If I don't think you need them, but
I think it's
they're
an
awesome.
either or.
I don't. Huh?
Was the question an either or
Either or between what?
between
Would you want
Star
a
Killer?
Star Killer show or Galen Merrick show on Disney Plus and be played by
Yeah,
Sam?
Star Killer and Gal America, the same thing.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
But yeah.
It's not.
It's not. It's just that's his name.
He's introduced that way.
I mean, if it works within the story, I have no problem with
Yeah.
it, right? I mean, that story's already been told. If they have some other way of doing it, or maybe altering it, I guess. But
Mhm.
I feel like it'd be another one of those things where there's the story I know, and here's the story they're doing, you know. And I'm like, dang.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Galen Merrick's story is told very well in those games. I don't think they should be told necessarily in another format, but I mean, without a doubt, more Sam Witwer and more roles. You know,
Absolutely.
It would have to
Skip
be
more.
adopted a lot.
Especially live action.
yeah,
The book isn't the best, honestly. I read the first
yeah,
book.
it's okay.
Because
The comic was good.
comic's good. I mean, he's just
Yeah.
fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Resident Evil books were surprisingly okay.
Mm.
And then read them.
They're back there.
All right. Read them this weekend.
But you know, Force Unleashed did the same thing that Shadows of the Empire did back in the day. It had a game, it had a comic series, and it had a book, and they all did different things. They weren't all the same
Yeah.
story. You know,
Yeah, they're just different
they
elements.
were called multimedia events or something like that.
And the book was just one of the best Star Wars books for me, at least.
Yep.
Wasn't with Force Unleashed? Wasn't it like you followed this one? One was like Boba Fett, and one was like someone else.
Yeah.
And like you followed the different stories within the same.
Well, I think the book was kind of like, I think for that one, the book was more for Force Unleashed, everything, and then the game was the game, and the comic was the comic, separately. So like these two made up this one,
Oh, okay.
I see.
So the book just combined the game and the comic together. is what
kind
you're
of.
saying?
Yes,
The comic was Boba Fett then.
I think it had a minute.
'Cause I remember one of
Yeah,
maybe it was Shadows.
but
Something being like
I also
this
might
is
be
focused on this character.
thinking maybe I should say that was Force Unleashed 2, not Force Unleashed 1. Yeah.
Snowy resubscribed for 22 months.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Snowy.
Thank you,
Snowy.
Snowy.
Thank you,
Thank
Snowy.
you. Appreciate it.
And finally, Alex P with 1,000 bits, heading home from work. If I'm not back in time, have a great stream, guys.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
And then we got
You
Redemption.
hear, Alex?
Well, that one was like 30 seconds ago.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Never mind, Alex. You'll hear this later.
All right, let's
Alex.
refresh these. All right, so Ian, squats, Aaron, my God, I think I fixed it.
All right. Aaron has 10 squats. He is
I know
super
I have.
jazzed right now.
Aaron also has some push-ups from Ian as well.
Okay.
After that,
how many sets?
Squat, Aaron. Boonkin, 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 boonkin. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. He just got the DuckTales. Might solve a mystery. Or rewrite history. DuckTales. Woo.
hopefully that worked.
Okay. Well, now, Aaron. Push-ups?
Push-ups.
Push-ups now, Aaron?
I don't know.
I
Down.
don't know. My genius idea of turning it towards my desk so I could do it has made this part more difficult.
Backfired. All right, do it. Turn on the smoke machines.
Go, Aaron.
What am I
Do
doing?
do it in
Push
smoke.
Push-ups.
I need a number.
17.
At least 10.
Go.
They're saying we should come after me.
No.
No,
No,
just
I'm
go
just,
10.
I know I have to do some. So I'm warming up my rotator
Everyone
cuffs because they've been
seen
fucking
those
bothering me.
DuckTales.
Ooh.
Aaron, you also have sit-ups.
How many sets?
Aaron, raw cheese, not like this.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Not like this.
You also have, so you have 20 of these, Aaron.
20 sit-ups.
Yep.
20 sit-ups.
And you're only on one.
Get his feet, Eric.
Two.
From gold.
One.
Aaron, raw cheese was the last
One.
straw.
One. Aaron, start.
What?
One.
Jeez. You know, an attempt doesn't count as one. You got to do it.
That still only counts as one.
I just see his eyes just above the pizza box lids. Just in anger.
Huh? I didn't hear any better.
I didn't hear
Setups
either.
are bad for the back.
Gotcha.
What? I said you better book the shack.
Shane, while you're down there, you got 10 push-ups.
Just start him right now. Oh my God, you went deep. You went real deep. On the screen, it looked deeper than it was.
I'm glad I had a hat.
That's going to be gift.
These are from Night Owl Lenny, Shane.
Thank you.
I had protection. It's me I never have.
One, two, three, four,
Hold his feet.
five. You only had five.
Eric, you've got squats
Oh,
from
God damn.
Silo Sama.
Did you only do 5?
Salusama.
You counted late, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
How did that get you?
I wasn't counting. I was
Oh, okay.
coming over here trying to let blood get back in my head.
Gotcha.
Klepto and...
Whatever it went.
Well, Klepto gave me squats, and where were they? Ian gave me push-ups. Rick, with all the squats, thought it was time to focus on the pecs.
Fuel up, fuel up.
Klepto said, for
Three.
courtcy of Squat Squad and for being an alien.
4,
God damn,
5,
I lost count.
6,
Yeah.
That's good.
7,
1,
8.
2. Huh?
That's 10.
Oh, you're supposed to keep counting, Aaron.
You start at 10. You start at 3.
1.
Well, he stopped.
All right, I got squats and push-ups. Myself.
Chat says you only did 9, Eric.
Oh,
All right, I'll do 5 more right now.
good form, Eric.
Thank you.
A lot of room.
Oh, God. Oh.
That's why I need that chair on wheels. Push it out of the way easy.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Job.
and push-ups.
Can you breathe louder,
It's
Shane?
alive. It's finished.
What's that?
Someone in chat was asking if you could breathe louder.
Oh, maybe. I was back here. I must have been breathing hard.
Yeah.
Remember that guy that used to breathe right by Helga? And you'd hit him in the face?
Yeah. What was his name? Like Ed?
Yeah.
The guy with the nose?
Yeah. He only had glasses. Oh, Arnold, I love you so much.
He's always behind when she's confessing her love. Man, I love Hey Arnold.
Yep.
That was much better than SpongeBob.
The bag of dicks is in the way.
Oh, what have I done?
Too much.
No, now they know that this is fake.
Now they know that there's this fake.
Cameron, squats for Shane for liking boiled hot dogs.
Some people make the weirdest rationales for just stuff.
I
don't they?
hate boiled hot dogs too.
Then we got slaps.
They're too squishy.
Slap, slap, slap.
It's gonna be
Slap,
just
slap.
top, 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 top,
Slap, slap, slap.
top, top, top.
Top, 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 top. You want slapped on top?
We'll start with Ian95. Rick, slap Aaron. Okay, my final attack for the day. Rest up, Aaron. The slapping is coming.
Wait, so that's the last of the first?
Well, he did.
Oh!
He did some
funny
exercises too for him.
Oh! Oh! That's so funny.
Slap you away.
Okay.
1 inch punch. Nice.
Take a
Light.
Take a heavy Wallers.
Bow.
Light 667. Rick slapped Calvin for being the only one to do something during the one shot. I don't want to spoil people.
Oh yeah.
Oh, when you suck your own.
Shh.
Bow! Bow! Oh!
Good Lord.
You cracked my neck.
Oh!
All that
He was building up tension, and then he just released.
All right, what's next?
That's Maggie's job. No, sorry.
Ian 93.
Jesus, Calvin.
Ian,
do it.
what's he gonna say?
I want it in.
Well, Calvin,
Ian says.
this is why we make fun of homeschool.
Ian says what?
Ian 93. Aaron, period, Rick, comma. I give you the power after long, long last slap Aaron. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure who was supposed to get slapped. So.
Okay. Bo?
Like what?
It was a rock and a hard place.
Ian 93. Aaron, slap Aaron, period. Rick, slap Aaron. You must understand this is a long time coming. I've been building up for the spirit bomb for far too long.
Why does Rick just get a slap? See, you started the last one first.
Bow.
I must have.
Give him your
Well, I went to the
energy.
bottom, so I don't know.
Bow.
Gorgon Fish. Aaron, slap anyone. Hashtag slap a beardy.
Slap a beardy. That could be anybody.
Slap yourself.
Who do I slap? I slap Rick because he was slapping me. Man, I hate where you are.
Use the other hand.
What?
Oh, bow.
Rick's always like safe within this entrapment,
Yeah.
and he always faces towards the table too.
Get me.
Do it, bitch.
Ian, Aaron, Eric, slap Aaron. It's happening. Oh, Rick, I fixed my bucks apparently. My stream elements wasn't connected. Don't know how that happened.
Eric's real excited.
He's
He
hustling.
dropped
Look
his
at
shit over there.
Look at that fast since the buffet opened.
He went over there and just fucking punched him in the face.
Oh, it's great. Oh, it's so good. Thank you, Eric.
Sandman, Rick, slap Aaron.
God damn it! I put my hat over.
My hand's getting tired.
Jesus.
I saw you recruit your pectoral minor for that. Big time.
Finally, a slap from Silo. Aaron, don't slap him. I want him, slap someone.
Him to
But
slap
it must
someone?
be someone he thinks that does not deserve it.
What?
Slap
Who
yourself.
Aaron, don't slap him. I want him, slap someone. But it must be someone he thinks does not deserve it.
Slap yourself because you don't deserve
I
it.
don't deserve it. No.
This is a conundrum.
And that's the last thing we have.
Have
So you can either sacrifice yourself as the person who doesn't deserve it and take the moral high ground, or you can slap someone else.
Or you can slap the
take the
guy
low
that's trying
road.
to
one of
convince you.
these two because they haven't been slapped,
True.
right?
Yeah, I got slapped pretty hard.
Yeah.
And you're a fucking piece of shit.
Huh?
I'm
He deserves it.
I'm
to
not.
slap Eric.
I'm not trying to game the system. Wait, I'm not trying to game the system.
I don't want to get up. Calvin, you will be my proxy.
Okay.
Pick someone to slap.
Okay.
Bow?
Shane. Move your mic.
Move your headset.
Yeah. Remove your headset.
Bow. Oh.
Thanks, guys,
felt the
for
tension
joining
there.
us for the
Sexual
Blind
tension.
Wave podcast.
Well, I kept thinking it's supposed to be me because I held his feet, so I don't deserve it.
Yeah.
and then I got
Makes
slapped.
sense.
Yeah,
It
makes,
should be me.
I didn't want to say anything, but it should have been
It
me.
would have been one of those like Samson situations, like no, slap me, so no one else could spare it.
Yeah.
Don't be slapped.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Stand of time.
Stand
we will
of
be
time.
back at the stand of time.
Stand
At the stand of time.
For death standard ding.
We'll see you guys then.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.